Peace, peace, peace. What's going on? Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Wake your ugly ass up. Today is July 14th. The time is now 12 p.m. in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. Today is Friday. Thank you all for being in here. First and foremost, I want to apologize for not being on last night. I don't know what came over me, man. I just got hit. I was just tired, had a bit of a headache earlier. So I decided to do what I give the advice to the brothers here. Listen to your body, man. Sit down somewhere. When your body starts talking to you, go ahead and sit down. You got to pick a day to rest or your body's going to pick it for you. So I appreciate everybody still coming in here rocking with me or watching the replay. Again, apologies for last night, but I thank y'all for being in here. Let me go ahead and get to the general housekeeping. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit the like button. The like button's free. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate that as well. If I got to earn a subscription, that's cool. I'm going to keep cooking. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to earn the subscription. So you might as well go ahead and hit it. But hit that like button when you come in here. Take your shoes off when you come in the house. The like button is free. Y'all see the Cash App, the PayPal up on the screen. If you want to donate to the channel, keep helping me to grow. You can. If you don't want to, that's cool. Like I said, I'm going to keep on cooking. What else we got going on? Painful Excellence in here. This is a off time for me. For those, what's going on, Drew? Make sure I get you.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
And I think Broken Traditions, for those that know, one of the other brothers of the G.R.O.W.T.H family, our little YouTube family that we're building over here, he's on vacation. So he had dropped something in the chat last night when I was supposed to go on at 7:30. That's where I was going with it. For those that don't know, they're just coming in, seeing me for the first time. I usually go on live at 7:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But like I said last night, I just ran out of gas in my personal life. So I didn't want to give y'all a half-ass show. But again, appreciate those coming in. Dr. Evil Genius, brother, what's going on? Yep. Now the Evil Genius caught me early on. I really appreciate you being in here, brother. So let me go ahead and give another introduction of myself, because this is an off time, so I don't know who's going to be watching. But this is G.R.O.W.T.H podcast, where we help men find a positive fuck it. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. I am your host, Kofa, Kofa, not coffee, not kufu, not kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa, easy to say, easy to spell. Kofa rhymes with sofa. So now I think we got all the preliminaries out the way. I really want to talk to the brothers today. I'm going to let the sisters kind of do the talking, because again, I'm here to help men find a positive fuck it. I want y'all to really be listening to women, not listening as in do what they say. You need to hear what the hell these women are saying out here so you know how to move accordingly. So y'all saw the thumbnail. I want to talk about the Rich Auntie trend that's going on, because it goes right along with that whole soft girl era. I told y'all that soft girl era was a bullshit lie. They talked that shit for a good 9 months, maybe a year last year. Now that shit is coming to an end. Now it's Rich Auntie vibes. Pay attention, brothers. Again, this is why Kofa is here. A lot of the shit that I say, it can be termed as simp talk. Need you to shut the fuck up, dog. I know what I'm doing. I put shit in context very fucking well. I want you to listen to what the hell these women saying, because they're telling you who the fuck they are. So we can stop making the mistake of choosing these bitches and fighting for them tooth and nail. Excuse me, I said I was gonna stop using the B word, but these, if for the play, there we go. These goddamn hyenas. So we stop getting finessing ourselves with these damn hyenas. Hold on, let me slide over here. Got to get bruh in here. What is going on? Theo?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Salute, brother. Appreciate you being in here. Yes, bro. That I told y'all, we're not gonna turn this into the Shauna show. Every time one of us comes on, we end up talking about her ass. Thanks, Drew. God damn, bro. Y'all hold on, let me switch something up because these comments are coming in weird to me. So let me edit this. Let me switch this up real quick. Bam. All right, there. Coming in a little bit weird. But yeah, Theo, appreciate you being in here. Dr. Evil Genius, and of course, Drew, I appreciate you being in here as well, brother. But yeah, I want to talk about this Rich Auntie thing, right? Because as I've said before, y'all have heard me say before, women talk more and they talk more often. So if we don't combat that with our own version, which we're doing here in this YouTube space, but if we don't do it outside of YouTube and really start having these damn conversations, or social media outside of social media, and start really having these conversations, it's going to go back to what it was in the 80s and the 90s, where women were controlling the narrative because they talk more often. We were supposed to be the strong, silent type, at the same time lead by being boisterous, which is counterintuitive to, you know, what the women are saying they want. But if we don't say something about it, they're going to get the microphone back. They're going to start lying like they're doing now, because they're talking about the Rich Auntie, but we getting ready to get into these damn numbers. But first, we're going to go ahead and roll over here to this first video. Now, granted, this is from Fox Soul. I'm going to try to stop it enough where I don't get a copyright warning or anything, but I wanted to have this up here because listen to how they're breaking it down. I want y'all to pay particular attention to a word that keeps coming up: choice. You're going to hear choice a lot from the ladies today. We're going to flip that coin over. Don't worry about it. I got y'all. What's going on, Eric Jordan? Appreciate you being in here, bro. Mark Hooper, salute, brother. Thank you. Salute to both of y'all, brothers. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
All righty, it is Women's History Month that may be over, but here at Fox Soul, and especially on the Black Report, we are going to continue to look into the Black women experience. And today, Christelle Young explains the Rich Auntie lifestyle. Now take notes, Randy, okay? A movement where women are choosing a child-free life. Here's Tanisha Whitlow with the
first time you heard it, choosing a child-free life. Let's keep on cooking. We're going to bring it all together.
Story.
Ooh, nothing can break me. Ooh, nothing can shake me.
Young girls are often taught that a big part of being a woman is being a mother. Society swayed personal choices. Questioning the norm was uncommon. Now the concept of the Rich Auntie has emerged, and you don't have to be rich or be an aunt to be one.
Y'all heard that shit. You don't have to be rich or aunt. Now you see the way they're going to remix shit when they need it. When it comes to the passport bros, don't worry about it. We'll get to it. Let's keep going.
Aunties are women living a rich life, focusing on sources of joy that don't include building a family.
Storytellers, grandmothers, composers.
Rachel Gargle is founder of Rich Auntie Supreme. At 34, she's a confident woman who knows who she is and what she wants.
My decision to be child-free, it was something that always felt true to me and felt natural to me. Having children just was not something that felt aspirational per se to me.
Rich Auntie Supreme is inclusive of all women. For Rachel, creating it was personal.
You heard that. She created a whole website, business behind it. Don't worry about it. We're going to talk about them passport bros, because brothers are also building too. That's why I entitled it The Rich Auntie Live versus the Passport Bro Truth. But let's keep on going.
Out of me saying, how can I take this stigmatized idea of not having children and make it into something as meaningful as it really is to me? And one of my favorite parts about not having children is that the lifestyle that I get to have, the travel, the perhaps disposable income that people might have, the space, my quiet mornings, my slow days.
Rachel, who describes her life as full and rewarding, is also founder of the Loveland Foundation, which offers free access to mental health care for Black women and girls. And she's out with a new book titled A Renaissance of Our Own. The growing Rich Auntie lifestyle isn't just regional, it's national. Based in Phoenix, Unfertilized Eggs is an online community that empowers child-free women. And
Let me go ahead. Mark, you hit it on the head, bro. Sisterhood, delusional Twilight Zone. Where my drop? Now, what I will give them, they're putting money and effort behind theirs. Brothers, we got to do the same thing. I know we're doing it here. This may not be the audience, but I told y'all a big part of Kofa's channel is not just having this conversation here on YouTube. I want you to take it off and have a discussion with your bros. Start circling that dollar between you. Start starting businesses, whatever. Bro, write that book. Yes, start that podcast. Start that YouTube channel. Keep on going from there. Build. That's one thing I will say. The women will spend money behind shit that they believe in. So the reason why I'm showing this, another reason, is kind of give brothers a kick in the ass. I know we do it here. Again, I know this may not be for this group. But in general, it's a lot of men out there because we got to combat that side too. It's not just the men. I mean, just the women. It's other men out there that's fighting against us trying to build something through media as well. But take hold of that microphone and don't give that bitch back to them, because you see what they're going to do. When they're choosing to make these decisions about not having a family and not getting married, as soon as we flip the coin over and say, hey, well, y'all told us y'all didn't want to get married and have children. You a motherfucking lie. Ain't nobody ever said that shit. I don't know a black woman ever. This shit is on a nationally syndicated show. But they're going to turn around the next family gathering you have. Watch what I tell you. As soon as you say, well, shit, y'all telling us y'all don't want to have kids. That's a lie. They practice lying because they lie to themselves. So it ain't shit to lie to you, bro. Because they lie to them goddamn selves. Let's keep on going.
Out of Chicago, Rich Auntie Energy is helping normalize the child-free lifestyle through its catchy merch that often sells out. The list of famous women choosing not to be moms includes Vivica Fox and Tracee Ellis Ross. For years, Oprah's acknowledged that her life would be very different if she'd become a mother. Having a child is no laughing matter, but don't tell that to comedian Jasmine Ellis.
They would come up to me after shows and just be like, I don't understand why you don't want to be a mom, you know? Like, you're already fat. Why wouldn't you want to be a mom?
As the stigma associated with being child-free slowly melts away, the conversation surrounding the Rich Auntie lifestyle grows. Recently, Essence magazine published an article outlining how the Rich Auntie movement is empowering black women who don't.
I'm gonna stop it there. There goes that word again. It's empowering. As soon as we say we're gonna get a passport and go over and find some women that actually want to have a family, they shit on brothers. Or he starts dating outside his race. Or he dates a certain type of black woman they don't deem as black enough. God forbid he dates a Jamaican or somebody from the islands that comes here. The brother still kiss the same fucking smoke. It don't have to be a white girl all the time. Still kiss the same smoke for making a what? Choice. Y'all gonna keep hearing that word, and not from me. But let me get to y'all comments, because y'all were over here cooking. I hate bringing them up on the screen when y'all have really good points. Doc said being child-free felt natural when she realized the men she wants don't want her.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Mark had 2 back-to-back. This image thing is killing this generation. And lifestyle word replaced wife.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
The Travelicia.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Y'all, I think some of y'all brothers old enough remember when that was on the list for a lot of women saying, I want a man that's well-traveled. Now brothers got passports, and it's a problem. Well, don't go to another country and shit on us. Y'all ain't got to do that. No, we left and went to another country. This is how this shit transpired. Brothers started leaving, going to other countries, having conversations about amongst men like, hey, bro, you need to check out DR, bro. You need to go to South America. You need to check out Brazil, Colombia. You need to make across South Africa, Thailand, Philippines. We started sharing information. Here come the black women. Why y'all going over there fucking with them women? That was a question, sis. You asked why. Then when your ass got the fucking answer, now we're bashing black women. Oh, dizzy bitch. Let me keep on going. Hold on, let me see. I got one more from Eric Jordan. Says, Rich Auntie Supreme, what kind of delusion is that? Just telling me this chick is a miserable bitch.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Look, Jesus and Haagen-Dazs are their best friends. As long as they got them, and they dogs, which we'll get to. and their dogs. So y'all already know what it is. Let's keep on going. Got a couple more
Want
minutes.
kids. Turns out being patient, kind, loving, and nurturing are qualities that any woman can cultivate, whether she chooses to have children or not.
Oh,
Interesting.
Randy. Let me tell you, I've had
Yes.
Rich Auntie moments.
Now, mind you, this is the same Fox Soul that brought up Austin Holloman to try to berate him for getting kicked out of Brazil. But I wanted to point that out real quick. Let's just go with this.
Okay.
I was always
okay.
open to children. I just always wanted to be married. But I think the
Sure.
career popping around from city to city,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you got to sit your behind down somewhere and let somebody find you, you know, to want to wipe you up, you know. So
Yeah.
it just happened later on. My husband does have a fully grown son, so I don't,
There we go. Right.
But listen, Rich Auntie moments. Do I feel slighted? Not at all. And you know, your life just takes on different kind of meanings.
Sure.
You know, when you're not a mom. I didn't plan not to be a mom, but it just kind of happened that way. Yeah.
What I find interesting, when you think about the ultimate rich auntie, Oprah.
Yeah.
Oprah.
She set the standard.
She set
for
the
that.
standard.
Yeah.
Now, look, Oprah set this standard. I'm going to bring your comment back up in a second, Doc. Oprah set this standard, and it was just, oh my God, all women can aspire to it. They can do it. Nothing's wrong with it. This, that, and the third. Again, how often do we need to get into the numbers? But Kevin Samuels comes around and tells us, hey, bro, you can, even if you don't hit six figures, you can be a high earner, not Richard. You can be a Henry. You can hit 80. You can hit 90. And then started providing the steps to do that shit. Having conversations with men. How many times has Oprah really sat down and had that conversation with women? Oprah was a big, it was a syndicated show. So women are just seeing it and started visualizing, making shit up in their head, right? But we had access to Kevin. We had access to an Obsidian. We have access to we have access to each other. The internet has grown, but yet still pay attention to the language. They're always telling us that we're broke, we're dusty, we're sorry, no matter what the fuck good we do. I'm going to let this shit keep running, then we're going to keep on cooking, man, because I got to get into it because I'm actually working from home today. So.
And what's interesting is that
I did get up a little bit earlier. In case anybody see this from work and want to snitch on me, I started my clock early today. Shut the fuck up.
if you choose that lifestyle and what have you, it opens up so many other doors. Maybe you're not a mother to 1 or 2 or 3 children, but yet Oprah has been a mother to thousands, if not millions, a mother-like figure.
I do feel very mother-ish at times. So I do feel like I have that energy. And I don't feel like anything is taken away because I didn't birth any children. There's been plenty of mentees, you know, little cysts. You know, I got, you know, cousins who I help nanny and bring up. So I've had those experiences. They just go home at night.
Exactly right.
But have you had rich uncle moments? I mean, you've got 4, you've children.
Y'all keep that in mind. They put this out here to the public, so it's up for scrutiny. When people are telling you to take care of some other dude's kids and you say no, don't let them give you no pushback on that shit. Stop feeling bad for that shit. And the reason why I'm stopping it and saying that because it has become so normalized in the black community because I did it. I told y'all I'm not going to mention shit for y'all to do or not do or give any suggestions, advice, whatever the fuck, if I haven't been through that shit. I'm telling you what I know in the black community. I think Mark said he's 63. So I know I have an idea of what he's been through because I was a younger guy. I'm 41, Mark. I was a younger guy willing to listen to them cats that was older than me. So I've had conversations with 63-year-old men. So that means he was 43 when I was 21. I was willing to shut the fuck up and listen to him at 21 because I was a father at 21. And then guess what? Even though I had my kid, I was still supposed to take care of my kid and be willing to be a stepfather because these chicks were out here fucking too. Also notice this. I'm injecting this part in here. Notice that we have to take care of their kids. They never have to bear the same responsibility of taking on stepkids as stepmothers. I'm going to let it keep on going. But I want y'all to hear the conversation so we can start flipping this coin over so brothers stop feeling bad and guilty and letting women in their family and other women talk about how bad black men are because you made a fucking decision. Let's keep going.
Wife and 4 deep, but prior to that, I mean, you probably were rich uncle. Yeah.
Not quite rich, but I was uncle-ish.
Right.
Uncle-ish.
I wasn't rich auntie. I was very auntie-ish, but not necessarily rich, especially when you're coming up in this business.
And even now, I still have an uncle-like mode and feel and vibe to me for kids and young men who are not my own and what have you, and always looking to impart wisdom.
Right.
But what I think is penultimate, right, about the rich auntie lifestyle is how it opens you up and frees you up to serve in ways that perhaps married women and moms cannot necessarily do.
I wouldn't have been able to move from city to city when I wanted to, how I wanted to. And for my sisters in the industry who have children, who have to consider that, you know, maybe turn down a great job because they don't want to pull their child or kid out of.
Y'all see how they making these sacrifices sound good. She had to turn down a job because she had to be a mother. You know how much motherfucking smoke I've personally caught for being in the military? When it's time to make that move, when it's time to go away for an extended training, my job, my career don't fucking matter. I'm leaving my family. I want y'all to start paying attention to this shit, fellas. Listen to how we talk as a community in general, because the way we talk, that's saying what you think. I said it before. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your fucking character. So we're at the point where we're saying this out loud and we see the habitual actions that are going on in our community. That's why it's important that I let this shit run, because I'm going to keep pausing and flipping this shit over, because I need brothers to understand it. I'm not saying that I'm smarter than you. I'm not saying that, but it's something. And if I'm missing something, drop that shit in the chat, man, because I might be missing something. But I'm stopping it because that's my job, to give you this information the way I see it. And I know, because I've had these conversations, a lot of people just miss this shit because it's so normalized. We're such on a damn treadmill in the black community when it comes to what the fuck black men ain't doing. But we'll applaud black women for doing the same thing times 10. Let's keep going.
You know, their world, that's tough. That's a tough decision, and salute and hats off. But I was able to kind of move around very freely, and I'm appreciative of that.
And you enjoyed it, right?
I did.
The rich auntie lifestyle, you get to serve people, you get to serve yourself and just live life and enjoy it, and have brunch on Sundays and mimosas and everything else.
So then I got about 6-7 months ago, I got anchored down, so now it's a rich wife lifestyle.
Come on, that's all right.
I'm not a rich,
that's
but
all right.
definitely wife lifestyle. But it's good. It's a good look. I love that transition.
Indeed.
Bring it back on me. Oh, and don't you worry.
But wait, it gets worse.
That's just a warm up, y'all. Let me get over here to y'all thoughts and y'all comments. Doc says, Fox Soul selling low birth rates to the black community, the only racial minority demographic in the country that hasn't grown since 1970.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Doc also says, the women that did not choose to be child free. All of them expressed regret at not getting married and having families.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
That's right. I'm glad you peeped that, Doc. They made an adjustment. So that lie they've been telling about black men not wanting to get married and shit like that, it's been the women the whole time. They don't want to get married to some dude that they deem as a lame or boring and shit like that. Then it usually catches up with them about 35. Same thing with men when that light bulb goes off on us between 35 to 45 of leave these crazy ass bras alone. Even if they do have a good job and she's a good Christian, she's still batshit crazy. Leave her ass alone. About 35, 45, now they ass talking about they wish they had a family. They wish they did this. They wish they did that. Then what's crazy is I should have pulled that fucking video. I had a video of a lady talking about she was speaking to some older woman that had died, or one of her friends was dying or something like that, and she basically told her she wished she had more fun. So I say that to say this: ain't no making them happy. When they have a family, I wish I had more fun. When they go out here loose as a goose, as the old folk down here say, when they out here in the streets loose as a goose, they wish they would have had a family or at least one child. There's no making them happy. And a lot of times, brothers, we do what our duty is as men to raise these kids and be fathers and fathers to the community, coaches and all that shit. But I got a video at the end and we're going to put a bow on that. Because if the women are getting away with that shit, I don't want you to be on your deathbed talking about what you wish you would have done. But we'll get to that at the end. That's going to be the bow on this today. Let me see. But yeah, Doc, I'm glad you peeped that. A lot of them saying, oh, well, I just made the decision. No, you wanted something, you didn't get it, and then you decided. Cool. Respect that. Respect the brothers that are getting passports. Respect brothers when they go outside the community. Mark says, this shit is from the Trump playbook. Delusional, never their fault, deflect, and lie. Trump. Got it!
Hotter than fish grease!
Look, when Trump was running the first time, Mark, somebody said that he that nobody's ever going to beat him in a debate because he argues like a 5-year-old. You can show him the video of him doing something. He's just going to say, I didn't do that. That goddamn Trump, man. I am going to listen to him, though, because Biden ain't doing shit. And that motherfucker about cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We ain't heard shit from Kamala. I'm not going to turn this into a political live or debate. Let me see. Stephen Dunn in the building. What's going on, bro?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Stephen Dunn says empowering is another vapid term / phrase is too innocuous to ever actually mean anything.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
In short, it's an empty turn of phrase. It's empowering. It's a lot of shit can be, I ain't even gonna say that. They will not shut down my live today. Look, Mark says convenient Christianity. They think God don't talk to men too. And that's the thing, bro. We got to start listening to everything. Whether you believe in God or not, or do whatever the case may be, start paying attention. Whether you believe in a higher power or not, more spiritual than religious, whatever. That's my job. When I say I want to help you find a positive fuck it, in order to do that, you got to be able to receive the information, good or bad. It doesn't have to necessarily be like, you don't have to take it personal, but you got to be able to receive the information and make the proper decisions for yourself. What I say, we're going to keep saying decisions and choices, not just for me. We're getting ready to get in that video in a second. Let's keep going. Doc says, how can you develop nurturing skills without anyone to nurture? Talk to Ida Bike in here.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Man, you finna get all three, Steven. Steve says, keep in mind, these are the same women that are simultaneously bidding for black male sperm.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man. Fish grease.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
She feels mother-ish without being a mother. I guess those guys feel woman-ish without experiencing what it's actually like to be a woman.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
We'll let the ladies tell her we all feminine and soft nowadays and all that shit, especially in the black community. They can't wait to call a brother sassy. Let's keep on going. Salty says, this is the crap they offer us on black TV. Yes, it is. That's why YouTube is such an important space. Like, it really is. When we were having a conversation, for those that were in here the other night, when we were having that conversation with Eric Gaines, if y'all didn't see it, go back and watch my live from Tuesday. I talked about how black men need to start treating life like chess and being more strategic. And, we kind of broke the whole thing down. But Eric, I put the video out too. I took a clip of that live from Tuesday, so you can go watch the little 3-minute video of when I was talking to Derek. And Derek Gaines was saying that he plays chess. The way he plays chess, he plays very defensively because he's lost so much in life. And when he loses one of his pieces, it kind of hurts. It's like, damn, I lost again. And it's a little by little thing. So me and Derek got to hop on the phone and have a conversation, but it was just interesting that was out there. And I told him, I had a genuine reaction when I read that comment. When you go watch the video, I had a genuine reaction. That's why I do this shit. This YouTube space is important. Y'all can talk that shit all day about black men with podcasts and all that type of shit. I think I'm gonna go in on that Sunday. Like I said, I usually go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30, but I think I'm gonna have to hop on Sunday because of some shit that need to be addressed. Let me keep on going, get back on topic. Dr. E. Virginia says these broke, rich aunties only serve themselves. Every time you hear them talk, they're always talking about what they want and what they require for themselves. And you know what, Doc? I don't have a problem with that. I just like reminding them bitches. That's what I like. Remember when you said blah, blah, blah? Because the way we use that, the way we combat that, Doc, flip it over. When men are out here making the best choices and decisions for themselves, they can't say shit. Because you don't get a pass for doing something and then want to hold black men feet to the fire. Like we supposed to take care of the community. Dr. Umar, Dr. Boyce Watkins. That shit don't make no damn sense. You want brothers who haven't done anything negative to impact the community, but have done a lot of positive stuff, because you never take us into account. I've done a lot positive to try to impact the community, but I had to take a step back for me. So I'll be damned if I put myself back in another situation to raise another man's child. Let me keep on going. And that's not just Kofa talking. I know I'm speaking for a lot of brothers. Steve says, so mothers prioritizing the stability of their homes and children is de-empowering.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I fuck with you heavy, Steve, and you be breaking this shit down. You hear what I hear, bro. I'm fucking with you. Styles P in the building. What's going on?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Salute, brother. Appreciate you stopping in, man. I know Theo was on there cooking, so all y'all that slid over from Theo to over here, man, I appreciate it. I know it was, again, exhausting listening to Shauna, but I'm glad Theo put that Kendra G video on, because I got to talk about that shit, and that's probably what I'm going to talk about on Sunday and expand on it. But I got to sprinkle my Kofa-isms on it. Mark says the only race of women that says we don't need black men. They can't. We'll get into that. Salty says, seriously, Fox News sold out to Murdoch money a year ago. I can't watch TV anymore. Again, why YouTube is so important. We're still getting news, because a lot of these YouTubers like myself try to pull from reputable sources that have a long-standing history of being a reputable source. So the information is here. We just break it down in common people, I guess, language. Us as day-to-day people. We're not on TV. We're not beholden to contracts and different things like that a lot. Even with the community guidelines here on YouTube, we don't fall up under the same scrutiny as somebody would on a Fox or NBC and things like that. So that's why people come here. Let's see. Mark says, smash and dash if you must, and protect yourself.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Protect your seed. Strap up, gentlemen. I know it's harder than what it seems. Strap up. Trust me, I told y'all about my story. Big Drew says, ride the dick carousel until they're 37. Now they want to settle down, thinking that we are always available.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I said a lot of these women giving pushback against passport bros are just simply pissed off because their backup plan is leaving. She thought you were going to be the nice guy. I told you, I have no shame. I done had plenty of pity pussy. Like, straight up, if y'all haven't heard it, I had plenty of pity pussy. I was just a little bitch. I was with so-and-so at the time. I thought, I know you a good dude. Cool, go ahead and spin that block, baby. I'll push them legs back. Now I'm going to split your ass like firewood. I'm going to fuck you about 4 or 5 good times, and then your ass got to go. Because you thought I was this simp nigga that wasn't getting none at all. They ain't never known how no pussy felt. I'm going to knock your ass down, and I'm going to still send your ass back out there in the streets. Because why would I let you spin the block when you never gave me an opportunity based off who the fuck you thought I was? I tell these women that shit all the time, but a lot of their ass don't like to goddamn listen. Keep on going. Mark says, useless Kamala. I'll stop there. BT, bitch, entertainment television.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease! Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Mark going in today, man. Lord. Where we at? Steve says there are a few creatures as engaged with their own delusion as black women, both ADOS and non-ADOS black women. That is a fact, Steve. That is a fact. I mean, like I said, they can literally make up something in their head, make it be true in their head, and walk around like the world is revolving around that thought in their head. and it doesn't. But you can't tell them anything. That need to be right. That N on the sign language, that need to be right. Shame, insults, guilt need to be right. You can't shake it off. Keep on going. Mark says it's about to be bad times for these women. Old white men and government is attacking at will. Yep. Baby deletion. JC, salute, bro. I owe you a phone call. I am going to hit you up a little bit later on today. Salty says, I have experienced this with a lot of ignorance. True help versus handouts is always accepted with offense.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
And with that, we're going to pivot. We're going to pivot on to the next video. Let's go, because y'all know y'all going to be commenting on and on. This is fair use. Pull these from TikTok. TikTok is the gift that keeps on giving. They're responding to, I really don't even know the context this brother said it, but of course the sisterhood hopped on it because they ain't want to hear that shit. But let's go.
That the rich auntie is an excuse for a woman that is not ready for responsibility or commitment.
Why they over here bothering me? I'm literally just living my life, right? Living my rich auntie life. Let me help you understand what that is. Number one, I don't have children because I don't want them. This is my dog, Sage. She lives.
Told y'all the dogs were coming.
Her best life.
The dog lives her best life. Let's continue.
I'm not married because I don't want to be married to nobody's dusty ass son. Okay.
She's letting you know, again, Kofa got to inject this because I like to read between the lines. I'm not married. It's up there on the screen. I'm not married because I don't want to be married to nobody's dusty ass son. Now, as rich auntie as she's living and the dog living her best life, Miss Prim and Proper, she dating for whatever fucking reason. She's letting you know what type of nigga she's gonna fuck. That's what that comes down to. They don't realize how much of a Freudian slip that shit is. When they tell them, I don't want nobody dusty ass son, but you still gonna date the nigga and you still gonna let him fuck. You just don't. You're just at least smart enough to not to marry him. And she's claiming she don't want any kids, but that'll be that one miracle. Oops, baby. Let's keep on going.
Okay, I date for pleasure. I don't date for marriage. Number two, I have a lot of money. I spend it on me. I do whatever I want when I want. A rich auntie lifestyle is about saying I have made a deliberate, conscious choice that marriage is not for me and children are not for me. I am for me. I do what I want when I want. That's what a rich auntie is.
Pause it right there. Brothers, you heard that. Stop feeling bad about whatever choice you're getting ready to make. Stop sitting on the fence. Go ahead and make that fucking choice for yourself. Because this is I'm assuming, educated, well-to-do black woman. She probably in her late 30s, early 40s, maybe mid 40s. And this is the way they're talking. So they're happy about not getting married. And this is the thing that pisses me off because I had these conversations sometimes with other men. Well, bro, you can't feel like that. It ain't all of them. We see this shit on a constant basis. So if she's talking like this at fucking 40, how was she talking at 20 when 20s are just supposed to be for fun? So for, let's say, 2 decades, roughly, this is what she's been sounding like, including other black women before the advent of the damn internet. Black men, you are not fucking crazy. I keep telling y'all, men in general. Now I'm focused on my community, but men in general, you're not fucking crazy, bro. I grew up in the fucking 80s when TV was becoming popular. We talk about it all the time. The talk shows. We know what these women have been saying. Let's keep on going.
So what? So now what, actually? So if we don't want the commitment and we've made the responsible choice and decision not to have children, why is that problematic? Isn't that responsible? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Or would you prefer if we lent our womb out, bore a child, and then abandoned it? Would that suit your fancy better? Would that kind of...
You see how she's making up an extreme example? All black men have been saying is, black women, we love you, we want to get married. The majority of black men. Even if he was a player back in the day and all that shit, it don't matter if he was a player back in the day because you would have been one of these assholes getting fucked because, remember, you don't want to get married. So being in a nigga's rotation, having your own rotation doesn't fucking matter to you. But we know where the conversation goes when we're talking about relationships. I'm going to let her keep lying. Let's go.
Make more sense to the male pathology, just abandon the child instead? Why do y'all care? Why can't we just love on the nieces and nephews like we choose to and live our life in peace? Why does a woman of freedom bother y'all so much? And y'all know I had to say something. I can't commit. I got locks, but please, baby, no commitment. I can't commit. Kids are expensive.
You know why it bothers brother, sister? Because we've been lied to since we was little boys that this is what y'all want. Y'all same women now claiming that you don't want to get married, you don't want children. You're the same bitches that sat around the table and clown brothers. Because guess what? He wanted to get married, but the woman didn't want him. Or he needed to step his game up. He didn't have enough money. You had an opinion about his money, his time, where he put his dick at, everything under the fucking sun. All unbeknownst to us that your ass never wanted to get married. So y'all to play this game with brothers who actually want something. But again, I want brothers to listen because these type of women, they're reckless. She's saying she's making a good choice, but they're really reckless usually because they're just gonna go have fun. But I'm gonna show where that leads to. Let's keep going. I don't know this sister from Adam, but this is typically what they do. They make up shit in their head. You want us to abandon a child? Who the fuck said that? Nobody said that shit.
But wait, it gets worse. Truth to what he's saying, I personally chose the Rich Auntie lifestyle because
the word of the day is chose. Y'all heard me in the beginning, but let's go.
I don't want no responsibility. I don't want no responsibility of no child. I don't want to be responsible for bringing no life into this world. I only want to be responsible for me. I love the ability to be able to come and go as I please. I love being able to make decisions that I don't have to consult with nobody. I don't have to worry about how my decisions affect another person. I love having my freedom. I also do not want no relationship because I don't want to be in a position where I have to be worried about somebody else's feelings, emotions, having to reassure them. I'm at a point where I can only be concerned with myself. I'm so consumed with me and getting myself back on track and focused on my future. I don't have time for a relationship and being worried about somebody else. So he is right to a certain extent. It is because I don't want no responsibility.
Oh, he coming for us. Oh, he coming for us. Oh.
Another dog. These bras are straight up fucking crazy, bro. I don't give a fuck how fine she is or how fine you think she is. Somebody is tired of her shit. It is a reason she's single. Even if it's by choice, or shout out to Single by Choices. Y'all go subscribe to them brothers. Because that's a great name for the channel. They claim they're single by choice. They're single by their choices. But notice what the last chick said. I don't want responsibility for this. She rambled that shit off. As soon as it flipped the coin over, as soon as it's a brother and y'all know that y'all know, as soon as it comes down to, hey, I don't want the responsibility of taking care of another nigga's bastard children, I'm not a real man. I don't want the responsibility for paying for X, Y, and Z. If you broke, just say that. We can't make decisions. Black women view black men as children. They have been told that they can do and say whatever the fuck they want to do and say to us since we were kids. If y'all notice that, no matter what hierarchy of age that the girl falls in, if she got two brothers, she's the one in charge. Quick story time. I was in Target one day and this little girl just kept walking off from her mom. It was a mom and her two kids. The little boy was probably about 11. The little girl was probably about 8. So the brother's the oldest one. The little girl kept walking the fuck off, wanting to hide inside of the damn, the clothing rack and shit, trying to hide from her mom. Anybody could have snatched their ass up. So the brother grabs her by the arm and is like, stop, stay over here with mama. The fucking mother, yes, they were black people. The mother turns around, looks at him and says, don't put your hands on your sister. Then looks at the daughter and says, don't let your brother tell you what to do. He gonna learn that women rule the world. I bullshit you not. My right hand to God, swear on both my girls. That's what the fuck we got to combat, brothers. Because that little nigga right now is probably about 15, 16. This was some years ago. I never forgot that shit. So that's the type of shit we got to keep talking about these women, to put this information out so young boys like that don't just get wrapped up in all this empowerment for women. I'm going to let this crazy ass keep on lying and talking.
Did you hear that, Sylvie? Did you hear that? Did you hear what that man said? He talk about rich aunties. Okay, so this is why rich aunties are rich aunties. We chose not to procreate with you dusty ass fools.
There you go again. Y'all hear how these women keep telling on themselves, bro. Y'all pay attention. They keep telling on themselves. Every time they talk about a male, adult male, he got to be dusty. Why? Because that's who she is accustomed to getting fucked by. Let's keep going.
That's what we did. You want to know what rich aunties are doing? Our responsibility is to take your child that you made. You left a mama, a single mama. So she's out here working at the hospital, working graveyard. So we're taking your baby because you ain't. So we taking your baby. Rich aunties are. We're taking them out. We're taking them.
You see how she making up shit? Do y'all...
Wait, it gets worse.
No. Do y'all see this shit? Y'all seeing this live and she's recording herself. I pulled this shit from TikTok. Like these bitches put this shit out on the internet like they dropping bombs. Don't realize they just telling on their damn self. This shit makes sense to her.
They enjoying the finer things in life because you know what? These dusty ass daddies are out here, one, proving us that our lives is great. Two, we are making up for y'all. That's what rich aunties are doing. We don't have time to have our own babies because we're making up for all these fools that left our little sisters as single mamas. That's what we doing. That's what we're doing. So don't come for us because I have bail money, sir. I have bail money. And trust me, I will nuck if you buck. Okay? I will fucking fight you.
What unserious generational curse are you breaking?
I'm not a mama, but I am an auntie. Let's say a rich auntie. When my nieces and nephews call me for anything, I do whatever I can to make it happen. I'm in the business of making memories and teaching life lessons. My nephew called me and he said, "Can you take me to an apple forest to pick apples?" I called every orchard in the tri-state area so that my baby can pick something. It's not apple picking season, but you're going to pick a peach, a strawberry, a blackberry, a tomato. I don't know. I don't care. If you want to do it, though, I got you. You said those shoes you want, your mama said you can't have them because they cost too much. It's okay. I'll find a way. I'm your mama big sister. She'll be okay. Everybody getting these Jordans. I don't care. You want to go to the movies and you want popcorn? You get popcorn, you get candy, you get a drink. We're about to spend a bag to watch a movie that you're going to need to get up 13 times for to go to.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Bring it back on me. I hit the wrong button. Meant to hit this. No. Thank y'all for suffering through that with me. Get over here to the comments. Trust me. Hold up.
Wait, it gets worse.
We all gonna have a little fun today. So I had to get the preliminary stuff out the way. This is the lie I gotta dispel. But let me get to y'all comments first. Salty says, "Why can't they just shut the hell up about it?" Thing is, bro, I love them when they talk because they contradict themselves and tell on themselves all the fucking time. I love it. Let me see. Mark says they make it up as they go. Man, god damn it.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Real talk, bro. Now let's see. Dr. Eva Jean says she jumped right to the worst case scenario to justify her BS. It's always somebody broke, dusty, don't take care of their damn kids. It's so yes, Dr. Evil Genius. It is so transparent, brother. That shit makes it, and it makes sense to them. It really makes sense in their lady brain. Let's keep on going. Mark Cooper says black men are starting to stop making nieces and nephews rich aunt.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
That's why they bitching and crying that they can't even find black sperm. Brothers are protecting their seed. God bless y'all. Keep doing the same. I really got to talk about that, y'all. Y'all got to promise me that y'all gonna rock with me when I come through and I talk about fucking vasectomies. It don't have to be long. I might inject it into another live. It might be like a subtopic, but we got to talk about that, man. Especially brothers of a certain age and brothers that got a certain amount of children already. We got to entertain that idea of executing it. Trust me, all my shit is there. All my shit still works. And like I always say, it might even work better now because the mental part of a potential slip up is gone. But we'll get into that one day. Let's keep on going. Salty says, we playing football here. Who was worried about non-players' input? You ignored. So she has to pop off. Of course. Exactly.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And that's the whole purpose I'm really doing this, because I want brothers to hear what's out there and be able to know that, you know what, if they're going to be over there, I get to be over here without feeling bad. And the reason why I keep having this, because I know when we close these laptops, when we put the phone down, we have black women in our life. And that's where a lot of brothers fuck up. Everybody think you fucking up because you heartbroke from some female that didn't want to dance with you back in middle school and all that stupid ass shit they come out with. When it really boiled down to, a lot of black men are making poor ass decisions about women based off the women in their fucking families in their life, because that's whose voice you hear more. Yes, I'm talking about some of our mothers. A lot of them are dead ass fucking wrong. But guess what? You'll be walking around feeling bad as a black man because you didn't execute this, that, and the third for some woman somewhere at some given fucking time. Fuck that shit. Because guess what? It's a lot of women that'll walk their sons into the fire of dealing with a poor ass woman. Because we don't know a lot of times. And after we gain that experience, as we grow and become, older men and gain more experience, and we get to this point now, fuck it, a passport, getting snipped, not wanting to be a stepfather, now it's a fucking issue. But you see, this rich auntie talk is supposed to be pervasive and empower all these women. Let's keep on going. Mark says, there it is, no accountability for anything. Doc says, I'm kind of happy these genes have reached their end. Good riddance and goodbye. Mark says, a nation of sisterhood.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Good job, Mike. That's how you flip that goddamn coin over. Start asking their ass the same question. Bitch, who hurt you? Are you all right? You want to talk about it? Big facts. Single by no choice. Oh.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Eric says, so y'all selfish ass itches thought that it was wise to be a rich aunt because y'all wanted to be boss bitches. Now, no bitch, you mad that you can't get the caliber of man that you wanted now advising women to. They say this shit all the time. But like the other sister said, guess what? She dates for pleasure. She doesn't date for marriage, she dates for pleasure. Cool. Them the type I want to run into. Guess what? You're going to pay for your own meal and you coming off the pussy. You ate, didn't you? Pay for your own shit. We not being together. We just having fun. So let's go have fun. Split the check. Put those together. But they're not going to want that. They want a traditional man. I better pay for the date. Make sure she has the time of her life and hope I get a kiss goodnight. If you don't kiss my... No. Mark says, I was in a place getting dinner with a friend and looked around and saw a place with nothing but single mothers with kids or a group of them but no men.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Eric says the same, and I'm pretty sure most of the brothers on here now or those watching have had the same experience. Mike says, hell no, bro. My mom told me, man or woman, don't let no one put their hands on you.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And my mom told me that a long time ago, but it kind of changed as I got older. I don't know if you were here for that horror story that I had of domestic violence, Mike, but it could have been over for your boy. But Allah saw fit for me to be here because my life would have been totally different behind one poor decision at 26. And I'm not saying I was right. I was wrong, but at the same time, she gave as good as she got. So I'm going to let that be. Make it up as they go. Fuck them. Doc says when they're 55, please leave them to be empowered alone. That's when they're 65, 75, 85, beyond. Don't feel bad for them. Let them be empowered all the way to the end. That's big facts, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And as men, our job is to make sure we're good. Keep up with your health, dog. We could talk shit about these dizzy ass hoes all day, but it's going to defeat the fucking point if we out here fucking off ourselves. Make sure you good. Make sure your health right. I mean, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, all that shit. Make sure you good. Let's go. Salty says, looks like our economy is in trouble. May fall. I will wait. Winter is coming.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I lost my other soundbite for that winter because guess what? You are right. Where'd it go? I can't find it. Oh, there we go.
Sub-Zero wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
Winter's already here. Let me keep on going. Yep, just had that. Let's see. Rich Auntie, miserable bitches that can have pets as a child. They pet as a child. They got insurance on these little motherfuckers too.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Who really want that? Who really wants that? All man hitting the chopper. Get to the chopper! Dr. Evil Genius says, at least this one is actually thinking about her nieces and nephews. +1 for her. We'll give her one.
You go, girl!
At least she has some sense of taking care of somebody else other than a goddamn dog. Salty says no boundaries and then call them dusty asses. But that's who she been taking dick from. That's crazy. I'm telling y'all, they tell on themselves. Stop getting so wrapped up, because we can get wrapped up in our emotions, because I know I can. I'll talk about Kofa. Because once I started finding out about female nature and how they move, what I realized was my grandmama, my mama, my aunties, my cousins, all the women that raised us, they lied to us. Because you were supposed to be the good young man. They never gave us a head up about these bitches until it was damn near too late, or too late for a lot of us. But then they say, oh, that's where the men's supposed to come in. Then when the men are there and they're giving us this advice on what to do, they come backdoor the men, granddaddy, dad, uncle, and tell us what to do, but we're with the women the majority of the time. So this seed is planted when we're really, really young. So this whole simp chip and deleting all that shit is real, because it gets planted when we're young. We're inundated by feminism all the time and estrogen. We're told this shit all the time. So if you hear something all the time on a regular and consistent basis, you don't think that shit is going to permeate? That shit is going to sit in your subconscious, even when there's evidence to the contrary. That's why a lot of these people out here, men and women, are struggling with the manosphere, because they've been listening to women for so goddamn long. They think their ass is telling the truth. Toothpick got in my mouth. Excuse me. Got a new one. But yeah, they've been inundated by feminism as well. So that's why these women are always talking about empowerment, making anything that they do sound positive. Flip the coin over. Like I always say, flip the coin over. Let it be a man. Now all of a sudden it's negative and we hate black women. Let's keep on going. I got a couple more videos, several more videos actually. So let me see. Mark says, I can't stand too much of this. They spend more than they make with student loan debt.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Wait, it gets worse!
We're going to go ahead and pivot, man. Y'all keep commenting. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody today because I got to get through these videos, but we almost been going an hour, man. Let me go ahead and get to this get to this video.
Report shows that by 2030, 45% of working women ages 25 to 45 will be non-married, no kids. And you might say, well, what's wrong with that? If you think that you're going to be 45 years old, no kids, not married, and that you're going to genuinely be fulfilled in life because you made money.
So who's going to tell him? Who's going to tell him that a lot more women are embracing the rich auntie lifestyle because they're tired of men and their weaponized incompetence?
Weaponized incompetence because I asked for somebody to be loyal, cooperate with me, and cook sometimes. I have yet to hear a black man tell your ass to stay barefoot and motherfucking pregnant. All these ideas and tropes that these bras come up with. I told y'all, that's one thing I will give women. When they latch onto a goddamn idea, they hold on to that bitch like a goddamn pit bull. They ain't gonna let that motherfucker go. And it really makes sense in their lady brain. Let her keep on lying.
I know some men think that it should be the honor of your life to marry them and take care of them like a child, cook for them, clean for them, do the laundry, all of that, take care of them and their offspring.
It's not that some single women don't want marriage and children. They just refuse to do those things with an unworthy man. Again, they keep telling on themselves. They out here fucking. We know that. Every time they open their ass, they mouth up about a man, it's about some dusty or unworthy man. Every time. Just pay attention, fellas, and listen.
That's the honor of your life. That's the reason you were created. Like, now your life has meaning. It's all projection. They're the ones who are afraid of growing old and dying alone. But they'll try to tell you that, no, that's what you're afraid of. How could you possibly be happy with
No, it's not. And you know what, on that point, she's right. A lot of men do want marriage, but I want y'all to understand, we've been told that we don't want marriage, that we're the motherfucking problem. I say it all the time, especially in the black community. Whatever negative has been said about black men, I want you to stop, think for a second, and realize it's really been black women doing and saying that shit times 10 and getting away with it. That's the issue so many men have. We don't want to die by ourselves. No, want to be with somebody. That's why we're getting passports. That's why brothers are actually entertained. I'm dead ass serious about being an expat or having a dual citizenship. I got a homeboy retired from the army. He down in Panama right now. You don't think I'm gonna holler at him in a couple of months, especially the closer it get to my retirement? Ain't nobody finna sit up here and deal with this shit. And you want to talk about, oh, I just don't want to deal with no unworthy man, and then I gotta go prove myself above and beyond. All for you to be like, oh, I'm a rich auntie. Bitch, fuck you. I can go somewhere where I know that a woman has been raised to be a wife, but we'll get into that in a little bit.
all that money? To travel, to see the world with? It's not like, as a single woman, she still couldn't entertain a man if she wants. She doesn't have to marry one. She doesn't have to have a kid with one. She can just entertain one, go on some random dates if that's what she wants. Like, we realize that with the marriage comes a lot of responsibility for her. She is expected to do so much. And
you know what's crazy? They always commenting about marriage, but they don't want to be married. So they're not going to listen to other married women. Don't even take their advice. If you watch some of these panels, some of these shows, this is why YouTube is so important, because everybody put their damn business out. You just got to learn how to listen and read between the lines. They always want to comment about fucking marriage, but they be the main ones on these panels arguing with other married women, happily married women with families and things like that, cussing them out, calling them all type of pick-meshas and shit like that. But they always want to comment about what marriage is and how hard it is for the woman and why she don't want to do it.
a lot of these women these days would rather take on 100% of the financial responsibility, 100% of the domestic skills in a house, rather than do it for you and get nothing in return for it. Because you still want her to pay bills. So she's single, in her 30s or 40s, unmarried, child-free, with lots and lots of money to do whatever she wants to do with, nobody to answer to, no responsibilities to anyone except herself. It kind of sounds like you're threatening these women with a good time to me.
Bring it back on me. I think. There we go. But y'all see the train of thought. Now let's get into the numbers. I'm not going to go into a diatribe. You got a roll, Mark. Appreciate you, brother. Yes, sir. Wake your ugly ass up. I appreciate you being here, Mark. Let me keep on going. Mike said, man, I got a story for that, man. We're going to have a story day, too. I'm going to have to sit down with just a story day. I'm going to have to let y'all know like a week in advance so we can all just sit down some time. I'm going to have to work on that over the next couple of months. I'm trying to restructure the channel. Y'all see the new layout on the screen, but I'm trying to restructure the channel just a little bit to make it a little bit more personal so we can actually start having these conversations, brother. Jason William in chat says peace and peace to everyone in attendance. Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and get to Derek hopped in too. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you being in here. So let's keep going. I'm gonna go ahead and do this screen share so we can dispel the myth of the rich auntie lie. Where my shit go? Bam. All right. So this, y'all let me know if y'all can see this. Let me maximize it a little bit. Not gonna be on here long. We're just going to dispel the myth. Oh, shit. Y'all give me 1 second. All right. Now, the rich auntie, you know how they like to remix shit. The rich auntie doesn't mean that she has to be rich. This is the Department of Labor. I'm sorry. Let me refocus. This is the U.S. Department of Labor.gov. This is an actual government website. So before anybody be like, oh, you were pulling some bullshit numbers. This is from August 3rd of 2021. So this is still pretty recent. 5 facts about black women in the labor force. We're just going to run through them real quick. I'll drop this link. Matter of fact, let me drop it in the chat if y'all want to go do your own research. I forgot to put it in the description, but I will. Y'all give me 1 second. Drop it in here for y'all. All right, let's get back to it. Because we're going to run through this real quick. I'm not going to bog it down. I got more videos than anything. So, black women earn 63 cents for every dollar earned by white, non-Hispanic men. They're always complaining, bitching and moaning about the wage gap and how unfair it is to black women, but yet they come back and tell black men that they're the rich aunties and they don't want to bear our children or give us a legacy. Cool, fine. Like I said, start dating out, get a passport. Brother, go find something that's going to make you happy. So let's see. It says the amount women earn for each dollar earned by non-Hispanic men, blah, blah, blah. Black women, here we go, 63 cents. Even their other counterparts, white, non-Hispanic, Asian women, they're still earning less, but they'll lock arms against Donald Trump in sisterhood in a heartbeat. We're going to keep on going. Number 2, the wage gap is not just driven by educational differences. Let's read a little bit. Even controlling for education, black women still earn less than their white male counterparts. Among those with bachelor's degree, black women only earn 65% of that, comparable to white men that white men do, for instance. And among people with advanced degrees, black women earn 70% of what white men do. In fact, black women with advanced degrees have median weekly earnings less than white men with only a bachelor degree. You notice they keep comparing them to white men, right? They constantly leave us totally out the equation. And what do the sisters do in kind when they come to the community? They blame us. They're comparing them to white men, but they keep calling us broke and dusty and all that. Again, letting us know what type of black men they've been dealing with. Let's see. So with where we at? Bachelor's degree only, they still earn the amount black women earn for each dollar earned by non-Hispanic white men with the same educational attainment. So they're earning 65 cents for every dollar, even with this high level of education. These rich aunties, right? Compared with other women. Number 3, black women have the highest labor force participation rate of all women. So they're out here out working. They got more jobs. They have higher numbers in the workforce. And they're going to say, well, that's because these other women are married and their men want to marry them and their men aren't dating out and marrying out like black men. But we just heard from the rich aunties that don't want to get married. And it's empowering, and they put it out in a public national platform telling us as black men, who do you think they're talking to? I don't want to get married. I don't want to have kids. Whose marriage? Whose kids? Who do you think they're talking to? But they're going to use that as a complaint. Let's keep on going. I told you I'm not going to stay on the numbers today. We're just going to have a little bit of fun. Number 4, black women have also experienced high unemployment, especially in the wake of the goddamn pandemic.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Wait, it gets worse.
I told y'all, Mr. Reliable all of a sudden became important during the fucking pandemic because a lot of their jobs are based in white collar jobs, those clerks and different things like that, secretaries, whatever the case, even more higher echelon, attorneys, whatever. Because some of them courts slowed down too. During the pandemic, Mr. Essential became an important man. If y'all remember and listened closely and paid attention, It wasn't a whole bunch of niggas ain't shit going around for about 2 good years. The biggest argument we had for 2 years, 2020 to 2022, was Kevin Samuels. And Kevin died right before the middle of 2022. That was the quote unquote contention in the black community, because he was exposing what had already happened on a larger scale. We had already been talking about it and having this quote unquote gender war. But that was the big argument amongst black folks. A lot of women learned how to shut the fuck up for about a year and a half until them bills started getting paid and shit started to open back up. Now we right back to it, and Kevin passed in the middle of that. We right back to the same shit. Notice that shit. That soft girl era shit started last year after Kevin Samuels died, and now we go rolling into this rich auntie vibe shit. Brothers, get your motherfucking passport. Even if you're, hold on real quick. Let me bring it back on me, goddammit, so I can talk to us. Get your fucking passport. I'm not telling you to move out the country. I'm not telling you to be a expat or dual citizen like I'm trying to be. I'm not telling you to do none of that shit. You deserve a fucking vacation by your goddamn self, or with some friends, some male friends, some men that you can trust. Go see something else. I keep fucking telling you, you gotta leave home to grow. Stop getting so much pride puffed up in your fucking chest because you done took care of some bitch and her fucking kids. Stop getting so much pride because I paid for my girl to go on fucking vacation. Do something for your motherfucking self, bro. You see what these women on. But it's a lot of y'all niggas out there married in relationships, and y'all the biggest simps of all. Not because you're married, not because you're in a relationship, because you put your fucking self last. That's the fuck makes you a simp. Now I'm gonna get back over to the share screen. Let's get back and we're gonna finish these numbers. I had to pivot and say that. Do something for your goddamn self. I know a lot of y'all may not have a burning desire to go out the country. If you don't, shut the fuck up about the brothers that do. Unless you're gonna help him stay and find one here. A solid wife, not some bitch to marry. There's a fucking difference. If you're not gonna help another brother out, stop talking shit to him. Stop talking shit about him. Stop pandering to these damn bird brain assholes. Let's get back to it. All right, number 4. Again, black women have also experienced high unemployment. Make sure my damn sound is right. Shit, because that shit will go out on me in a heartbeat. All right, cool. Black women have also experienced high unemployment, especially in the wake of the pandemic. Went on a little mini rant for that, so I'm not going to keep doing that. Number 5, black moms too have relatively high labor force participation. Again, this comes when you don't want a covering. So instead of getting married, their answer is, well, fuck it, I just won't have kids. Cool. You don't want the responsibility? That's fine. Because I know, we as black men know for a fact, these same women talking about them not getting married, them not wanting kids, or the same ones are going to turn around. You see, they did it here. Call somebody broke and dusty and sorry as hell because you got kids and this, that, and the third. Or if it's a brother, majority of men are in the middle class and don't have kids. Majority of black men, over 50%, don't have kids or are in the middle class. But we broke and dusty and we got a bunch of babies running around. Let these bird brain assholes tell it. Sorry. I know I said I was going to stop using those 2 words. These. But mothers as well. They're having to work. They can sell you on this rich auntie shit all the fuck they want to. Then they're going to remix it. Well, rich mama. And I got enough bread to take care of my nephews and nieces. So I am a rich auntie. They're going to just remix it to how they want. Labor force participation rates are highest for black moms. You don't say. But this is where brothers get to simping too for their mamas. I done see my mama work so hard and this, that, and the third, and da. Y'all niggas some sense, man. You gotta go overseas to get some pussy. Man, black women do da. She don't gotta do that. But she doesn't want a covering. She doesn't want a husband. She doesn't want to deal with a real one. Every time they talk, bro, pay attention. I don't want to be fucking with nobody dusty ass son. so you'll get fucked by him, but you won't fuck with him. Got to give myself one.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Bring it back on me, man. We're going to keep on going with these damn videos. I just want to show y'all those numbers real quick. But they preaching about the damn Rich Auntie. Smitty's Corner. Let me catch up with these comments, man. Y'all been in here going in. I'm not going to be able to get everybody. I'm just, oh, I like this one. New buzz phrase, weaponizing competence. Alrighty then, yeah. Steve says, does she mean the same incompetence that black mothers, according to empirical studies, have shown to intentionally develop in their own sons?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Derek has snuck in. What's going on, brother? We're going to keep on going. That's the article right there. Doc says they don't make as much because they're not working useful jobs. When the pandemic happened, the bulk of laid off people were black women. What sector? Retail.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
These women mostly have masters in BS bullshit, but expect to make more money.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Smitty's Corner in the building. Appreciate you being in here. Smitty says, like on Smash, y'all do the same. It's free, it's easy, no excuse.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Salty says, bro, that's a great fucking point, Kofa. Man, look.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yo, I know. A lot of people miss that. What's going on, Mona? We got a...
You go, girl!
Speaking of real women, we got a one in the building. What's going on, Mona? Appreciate you being in here, sis. Your ass was cooking last night. You got to do a part 2 of Old Girls content. I forgot her name, but I did subscribe, and I love this little YouTube family we're building and sharing this information, sis. But you got to do a part 2 of that. Steven says, leave them to their fates, gentlemen. Peace will be your reward. Man, you get all 3 for that. I believe in peace over pussy, bro.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man. Got it! Hotter than fish grease. Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Now let's look at some of these plans for Rich Aunties. Let's go.
I forgot to tell y'all about my fucking birthday. I went to Jamaica, so I'm pregnant by a Jamaican. I fucked a random Jamaican in Jamaica.
Come here. Bring me your face.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
That's one. We're going to keep it going.
Cause what the fuck is going on? We need a cure to this shit. What the fuck is going on?
When all the single rich aunties are getting pregnant. Let's run that back.
Cause what the fuck is going on? We need a cure to this shit. What the fuck is going on?
I'm not done. When y'all agree to be the rich, kidless aunties, but someone messes up. Why? Because what did Kofa say earlier? They fucking.
Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
That's what that shit gonna lead up to, because they fucking. I date for pleasure. You're a grown ass woman. You are not taking dick from somebody. Let's keep on going, man. Now we're gonna get into these passport sisters and their fails. This is so luxurious. I pulled it from YouTube, from somebody else's YouTube, so I hope I don't get my hand slapped for it. But let's find out. Let's go ahead and go. Y'all might have seen this, but this is a passport fail. This sister went down to the DR, tried to get a man, and thought she was going to run him with her money, and and that shit didn't go well.
Passport sister fails in drive.
I just want a normal relationship.
Now she's using a translation app, right? So they're passing the phone back and forth because, you know, his English isn't that good. Her Spanish obviously isn't that good. And notice how when they talk about black men going to these different countries, oh, you messing with women that barely speak English and this, that, and the third, and they dusty foot. Look at bruh face. Look at bruh face. But we got it. Now I'm probably going to read what's up there because I know some of y'all are busy. Some of y'all are at work. This is an off-kilter time for us. But we're gonna get into this one.
Where my partner wants to spend time with me when I'm visiting from another country and we haven't even seen each other for several months, and you're making me feel like I have to beg you to spend time with you. That's up.
Now he reading her body language and he listening to her tone of voice. This man ain't dumb, y'all. Please, and y'all please don't be one of them brothers that do that shit when you go to these other countries thinking you're going to finesse these women or anything like that as well. Just because they don't speak English don't mean they're not smart. Some of them speak better broken English than you speak broken Spanish or Thai or Tagalog or anything else. These people are speaking two languages. One, their native language or their first language. Second language may not be that good, but the fact is they speak two languages. Your Americanized ass only speak one, and you think the rest of the world is going to operate based off you. You're going to learn that shit the hard way. Don't be that dude.
Mira, honestamente.
He says, look, honestly.
Yo no estoy pasando tiempo contigo.
I'm not spending time with you.
Porque tú eres una persona que me vive tirando muchas cosas.
Because you're a person who's always throwing things in my face.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Brother starting off right already. He letting our ass know.
Cara, tu éxito y ese tipo de...
Like your success and that sort of thing. She's a medical doctor and attorney. Sisters, what the fuck do black men keep saying? We don't give a damn about your money or what you do. It's how you carry yourself about it. And she done took her ass down to DR and finna find out the hard way, the same goddamn thing.
Cosas. A mí no me gusta eso. Honestamente, a mí no me gusta eso.
Honestly, I don't like that.
Después que salimos de Santo Domingo, yo actué como que si todo...
After she left Santo Domingo, I acted as if everything was okay.
Estaba bien. Pero después que llegué...
But as soon as we got to the hotel...
Al hotel, yo no aguanté.
I had to leave and I left. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't raise his hand. He didn't spaz the fuck out. He didn't do a lot of this shit that some brothers in other countries, white men, when y'all talking about divesting and shit like that, he didn't do a lot of shit that everybody want to go down this check. But the men over there beating the women there, he just left. Let's keep going.
Dije que me iba de ahí. Pues yo estaba incómodo.
That wasn't comfortable.
Cosas cambiaron.
Things changed.
Cuando fuimos donde mi mamá, dije que el baño esto.
When you went to my mom, she had his mama house. When you went to my mom's, you said the bathroom, this and that.
El baño lo otro. El baño sí realmente estaba limpio.
But the bathroom was clean.
Todo empezó desde ahí.
Everything started there. So she done insulted this man's family.
Porque siempre te ponen por encima de los...
You always step over others.
Tú eres un ser humano, igual que todo el mundo.
You're a human being just like everybody else. In short, bitch, humble yourself. He didn't say that. I put that in there.
La persona que yo conocí en ese gimnasio.
The person I met at the gym.
Yo pensé que iba a ser diferente.
I thought was a different
hasta
person.
Que
from who she ended up being.
Se volvió una relación real.
Tú tienes que saber que yo soy un hombre.
You need to know that I'm a man.
Y soy adulto. Y tú estás en mi país.
And you are in my country. I like this dude.
So you're telling me that you haven't come around for all this time because I made you feel like a small man and you didn't have the dignity to come to me like a man and tell me what the problem was. Instead, you chose to disappear and allow me to waste my money and be by myself.
I know she ain't mentioned money because she's a doctor and an attorney and got to be a rich auntie. You know, it's only a little. Trust me, I done been to Santo Domingo. It's not that much, not for a medical doctor or attorney. It shouldn't be, but let's go.
El hombre en la relación.
I'm the man of the relationship.
¿Tú crees que tú me puedes controlar a mí?
You think you can control me? It's not like that.
¿Ah, sí? A mí no me interesa el dinero.
I'm not interested in your money.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
For the last 6-7 months, you have asked me for money, and I've tried to support you the best way that I can.
Dime qué cantidad de dinero
Tell me what the amount is that I need to return.
que tengo que devolvértelo y te lo voy a devolver.
And I'll return it.
Dime cuánto que tú necesitas. Que te
Tell me what you need and I'll give it back.
voy a devolver.
If that's what you think this is about, then I think you're still confused on the bigger problem.
Confundida está tu corazón porque a
You're the one that's confused, sweetheart, because even though I'm Dominican,
pesar de que yo soy dominicano, tú piensas que yo no puedo
you think I can't get that amount of money.
conseguir esa cantidad de dinero. Al contrario, el
On the contrary,
dominicano trabaja mucho.
Dominicans work much harder than gringos.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Muchísimo más pesado que los gringos. ¿Tú no lo sabías eso?
You didn't know that?
The is a gringo?
Tú eres gringo.
You are a gringa.
Bye. You out of your mind.
And that's that. Epic fail. Got one for y'all.
So she can't cook, can't clean, don't even do the dishes, doesn't do shit, but she still wants things for Christmas. Brings absolutely not a bean to the plate, but somehow she still thinks she's gonna be me missus. Nah, that can't run.
That's my shit. I've been meaning to add that to the damn board. Let's keep going. Yep, dude said, look, dead giveaway. 304 intelligence party files. Yep, dude said, F your money, I'm a man. Mona, I don't know if you ever caught that one. Jason says, how awkward is this interaction? I ain't gonna cap, I never say I'm a passport bro yet, but I support the brothers. I'm passport bro adjacent. I will go be a weekend warrior and go somewhere and have my fun. So those interactions, they can be awkward, but they can be kind of fun too, because you can still show your personality through the app, so to speak. Make a joke and then watch the chick smile, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. But let's keep on going. Steve says, I taught overseas for 15 years. Trust me, passport girls is a myth.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I done heard some stories from people that have taught overseas, military as far as overseas, because a lot of these women think they just gonna go over there, and the way that the women overseas want the military men, they think the men are gonna want the military women, and it doesn't run like that. They can get piped. They can get dick. Getting kept, not so much. And those that have fucked up, a lot of them be saying, see, I got me a da-da-da-da-da. Whatever the dude is, she might find the most handsome guy in the area from overseas. He come over here and the same shit they warn us about the women just wanting green cards and shit. He come over here and finesse the fuck out that chick. Get that anchor baby up out of her too. And then if she does send him back, guess what? She's a single mother. And who want to raise that other man's kid that definitely won't even be mistaken as a black child, that it might be the black stepdads. Let's keep on going. Y'all keep on playing with this shit, sis. Jason said, I'm a PhD. Salty says, bad Americans. Remember that term? Kofa, vets, yep.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
That's what my dad called. He was in, my dad, I don't know if you knew this, Salty, but my dad was active duty Army, 30 years, 3 tours in Vietnam. Like, that's my motherfucking hero. Salute my pops. But he would always say that either bad Americans or the ugly American. Mona says, this is pathetic. Oh, don't go nowhere, Mona.
But wait, it gets worse.
I got you, sis. Let me get through these comments real quick. Jason says, sign language, shame, insult, guilt need to be right. Big facts. Auntie in the building.
You go, girl.
What's going on, Auntie Sean? Let's see. Thought it says a complete PowerPoint presentation.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Oh, we're gonna have to. She needs one, bro. Let's see. I think I'm all caught up. Everybody. Let's see. Let's see the demonstration. Let's see. Bone season much different for. Left that comment off. Let me see. EJ says, shout out to the Dominican brother for telling that delusional chick off, giving her the reality check of justice. All right, let's keep going. I promise y'all.
But wait, it gets worse.
I ain't done. Another passport sister fail.
Passport sister strikes out in Morocco.
Now, this sister is in Morocco. For those that don't know, that's Northwest Africa. That's like the Rock of Gibraltar, like right before, across the sea, you can actually see Spain. For those that don't know, I don't know who. I'm not a numbers guy. I'm not insulting your intelligence. I'm not a numbers guy. So you may not be a geography person. So I'm not trying to insult your intelligence, but yes, Morocco is in Africa. So this sister went all the way to Africa. I want you to watch how she plays this shit with this man's family. Now, both of them have matchmakers. Let's watch how this shit plays off with these passport sisters.
This is my brother.
Rewind. You bring your brother straight to the table. Okay. That's new. Salam, brother.
You know why it's new to her? Because black women aren't used to family members vetting them. See, this is the thing about the courting process. Both sides of the family vet the other person. So her side is supposed to vet you as a man. Your side is supposed to vet her as a woman. She's not accustomed to this shit. This is what's throwing her off. But let's go. She thought it was just going to be her, him, and their interpreters, their matchmakers. And she's in his country. She's in Morocco. But let's keep on going.
Alrighty. It's a party.
Y'all hit that like button for me.
I feel like I'm being ambushed because I didn't know the brother was coming here. It's weird.
I will now leave my brother. I'm going to read again as it come up on the screen because they're speaking, I don't know if it's Arabic or what. I'm trying to increase the size of this, but it is what it is. All right. So he says, he's talking to his interpreter. I will now leave my brother to ask her a few questions.
He said that his brother gonna ask you some questions.
My dumb ass forgot they got a fucking interpreter. I'm not going to read. My bad.
Okay. It's like a roller coaster ride.
What is your work in America?
I'm a realtor and I have other businesses as well.
He said, why did you go for matchmaker?
I've never had a boyfriend. They showed me that they're liars. They showed me that they're cheat.
I got to stop right quick. I never had a boyfriend. They showed me that they're liars and cheaters. I want y'all to listen to the delusion. She making this shit up in her life. I never had a boyfriend, but they're liars and they're cheaters. This is what sis just said. Y'all heard it. It's up on the screen. You can't make this shit up, man. Let's keep on going.
صافي كتهرب من هذيك العلاقة ما كتكملش معاهم.
They're liars, they're cheaters, or they show that, damn, I guess I am going to have to read. My bad, y'all. Or show behavior that she can't get along with. Because the brother asks, why does she need a matchmaker? Or why did she choose a matchmaker?
Okay.
Don't you think that it is a problem on your side?
Don't you? I'm going to rewind it a little bit. Oh, bruh ask her if she doesn't think she might be the problem. Look at her face.
Don't you think that it is a problem on your side?
Why?
Oh. How, brothers in the chat, brothers in the replay gang, how many times have we seen that neck twist, that eye roll, that facial expression, and heard that goddamn question? Why? Who? Let's keep going.
I thought I was tripping. Baby, ain't no issue on my part. But right now, you're definitely giving me red flags. Honey, I've done the work. What is your problem?
Donc, سؤال.
Hello, everybody.
Bonjour. This is my mother. My father.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
See how caught off guard she is? She ain't stand up for them people or nothing. She's not used to being vetted. Black women have been told and shown they can do whatever the fool free fuck what they want to do without consequence so long. She don't even respect common courtesy. That's common courtesy anywhere. I keep telling y'all brothers when I'm preaching about these passports, yes, I have one. Yes, I've been out of the country. I won't deem myself a passport bro, as I said again, but I keep saying it. Everybody smiles in the same language. That sound like some kid shit, because guess what? I saw it on a fucking poster at an elementary school when I was working for the goddamn YMCA, but I never forgot that shit. Everybody smiles in the same language. Take that to mean common courtesy works everywhere. Everybody wants their mother and their father to be respected. Everybody should be wanting to give respect to an older person. That shit is, it's across the board. I don't give a fuck what language you speak, but let's keep going.
How are you? It's for you.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
خليل دخل.
Let me rewind that. I missed that shit too. My bad.
Thank you.
What mama said.
Oh.
I wanted to welcome her and tell her that we are her family. Okay, cool. Look, mama came in with open arms. The son like, shit, mama, I don't know about this one. You weren't here a little bit earlier.
I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. His parents came in very quickly, so I didn't really understand what he was saying. I got confused, and Tanika's vibe changed also.
اسمحوا لي بتشرحي على هذه. اسمحوا لي.
Will you excuse me? Please explain to her what's going on.
He said, excuse me, he's coming back.
Who go on breaks on dates?
I'm maybe a work break?
سيري للدار. هذه تعصبيني الوليدة الله يرضى عليك.
Mom, please, you're going to drive me mad. Like mom on his ass trying to look. Mama the same all over the world. Mom on his ass. Well, she seems like a nice girl. You weren't in there, mama. What did I just tell y'all earlier? It's not the romantic relationships all the time. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's the women in our family that be trying to coax us, convince us, damn near lie and trick us into staying in these damn situations, these relationships. We know as men, start trusting your gut, bro. I'm not saying there's a such thing as men's intuition because we've been inundated with female intuition. You're just an adult with experience. You're a human being. You got a sixth sense. Something in the pit of your stomach says, this shit ain't right. Listen to your intuition. But you see his mama sitting there trying to talk to him. He like, mama, please, you driving me fucking crazy.
As you may.
I'm trying to see what's going on from the peep of my eye. Nina looking from her side, trying to see what's going on. This date, it's starting to get a little chaotic.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
And then they take their ass overseas.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
And think they're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And that shit don't work like that, man. Like, let me get over to y'all comments. I think somebody, yep, Salty, right there. She didn't research at all.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Big Smooth in the building. What up, though? It is the weekend, brother. I'm glad y'all rocking with me on a Friday, man. I know I usually go live again. For those that may see this that don't know about me, this is G.R.O.W.T.H podcast, where we try to help men find a positive fuck it. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. I am your host, Kofa, Kofa. Kofa rhymes with sofa. I usually go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30, but I was a little bit under the weather, had a headache last night, had to pivot, bring it to today. So thank you all for being in here rocking with me. But y'all can catch me Tuesday. I might drop something on Sunday because, I got some things to talk about. But appreciate you being in here, Big Smooth. Appreciate everybody else. Sean says it's harder for a woman to be successful than a man overseas. Many women don't learn the customs of the land, and that's why they fail.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Also.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Can't tell them shit. Again, they want to be passport sisters so damn bad. Black men can't have shit on our own. Ain't that crazy? In response to women telling us they don't want to get married, they don't want to have kids, or having multiple kids from multiple men, and now you got another adult male that got to say in your household, all the shit black men put up with, got frustrated, said fuck it, got a passport. Now we got passport sisters, soft girl era, and Rich Auntie. Brother just can't be left in peace. And then on our way out the door, you're still talking shit, belittling us. And then want to claim that, oh, y'all talking bad about us. No, you asked us why brothers were leaving. And when they told you the truth, now all of a sudden it became woman bashing. Y'all full of shit, man. Jay Will said, man, you can't make this shit up. You can't. Her side, meaning where's her family? Well, she was in Morocco, so she went over there for him. So she's not used to being vetted like that. I guarantee you. I can hear the South in her voice. I can't place exactly where, but that shit sounded like roughly Alabama, Tennessee, like around that area, maybe Mississippi. Let's keep on going. How do you know that without relationship experience? Exactly. That you talking about the cheating part? She talking about she ain't never had no boyfriend, but they're proven to be liars and cheaters. This shit don't even make sense. Bruh.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yeah, man. That facial expression, I told you. Look, Mona about to cut up. Y'all, you and the hubby hitting the streets this weekend, Mona? Let's see. Let's go. That was a perfect question. Let's see. Facts, Sean. This they still want to do what they want to do. You can't make it up, man. Jay Will says, Kofa, I thought I was the only one picking up on how badly she looks. There are universal cues and signs of respect.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
This looks like those compliance videos from...
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Look, man. I'll be trying to be authentic on YouTube. I know this is a job. It's podcasting channel, whatever. When y'all hear me laugh, man, I'm not doing this shit for clicks, likes, anything. Like, this is my genuine this is my genuine laugh, man. This shit looks like one of the compliance videos from corporate. This is what not to do, or what have Shaquisha done in this situation? That's what that shit look like, Salty, man. You hit the nail on the head. Danica said Danica got an evil twin out here. She like she could be some kin to him, maybe a little bit older. Oh shit, Salty, you stupid. Stop matchmaking now. Not your gig, lady. That talking about the Arabic sister, man.
Got it!
Oh shit.
Hotter than fish grease!
Oh, you talking about the Muslim sister? Like, Charlotte, you should have prepped her. Yeah, she did not do a good job. And you know what? I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. The Muslim sister that was the sister's matchmaker. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, because it is quite possible that she assumed that people have the same common courtesies, which I think they should. But yes, she should have checked. But I'm gonna give her a little bit of a pass, Salty, because maybe she assumed there's no way in hell this man's family is gonna show up and she not stand up, shake hands, hug, whatever the case may be. Oh shit. It's Kendra G in Morocco.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Bingo. She went there thinking provide a male, forgot that she was the standard to live up to herself.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
That she has a standard to live up to herself. A lot of black women swear they're gonna go overseas and all that shit. Matter of fact, goddamn it, I got another fucking video. I'm gonna play this shit because I wasn't gonna play it. Hold on. I know y'all can still hear me. Let me see if I can grab this other video real quick. I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. She does have a standard that she gotta live up to herself, Doc. I'm so glad you said that because this is the other shit that pissed me off that I came across and I wasn't gonna play it. But now that you said that, now I am. Where's my goddamn video at? Bam, there you go.
If you go to Africa, in particular.
Now this is your boy Umar breaking this shit down. Now all of a sudden he can understand, just like he said on the Daily Wrap-Up Crew, man. I tell sisters all the time, man, you gotta, you know, when you go over there, it's gonna be different. The fuck? So we don't deserve the same fucking respect. But let's let Umar tell this half truth, which in Kofa's opinion, a Kofa-ism. If you tell a half truth, you telling a whole lie.
Looking for a husband, you're gonna find him. He's gonna be strong. He's gonna be hardworking. He's gonna be a provider. He's gonna be much more alpha than a lot of the brothers you meet in the States. He wasn't raised by a single mom. He was raised by both of his parents, right? If you think you're going to tell him where to go and how to get there, if you think you're going to be snapping your neck off at that African brother like you do us in the States, it ain't happening. In Africa, you will respect your husband. So that's the trade-off. You'll get there. You might not even have to work. You won't even have to work. But guess what? You're going to respect him as the leader of that house. And some black women in America, because of the rise of radical black feminism and the lowered respect that many of you have for black men, a lot of you would not be able to adjust to marriage with a black man from a traditional African background.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
Now, he understands that shit. He can explain that shit to black women. But black men are just supposed to deal with your fucked up ass attitudes over here. But you saw in real time what that shit looked like when that sister went over there. Remember, Janet Jackson married some brother from Middle Eastern descent, took her ass over there and came right the fuck back because it wasn't what the fuck she thought it was. That bullshit the motherfuckers be on. You know what? Everybody that agree with that shit.
Fuck you and your family, bitch!
I don't know who did what to that baby, but that's exactly how I feel. Everybody can think this shit for when black women go overseas, but we can't get the same fucking cooperation here. And this is exactly why brothers is leaving. And now again, we got Rich Auntie, Passport Sisters, and Soft Girl era. Let me get to these comments, then we're gonna keep on going. Court Joe in the building, brother. I appreciate you being in here as always. Oh, that Mona says that Drewski always gets me, man. That shit is hilarious. Steve says I live taught in Budapest, Hong Kong, Dubai, all over Japan. ADOS women going overseas looking for a male is going to have an immensely more difficult time.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let me see. According to the matchmaker, that's her name too. I forgot. I missed something. Durf, what's going on, man? Appreciate you being in here, bro.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Mo done snuck in.
You go, girl.
What's going on, sis? Yep, lunch surprise. I was supposed to go live last night. I was burnt out. Had a headache earlier. I didn't want to half-ass it, so I was like, let me hop in today and keep on and see what this lunch crowd look like. So I understand if y'all can't really comment, you at work and all that shit. Let's see. Yep. Yakety yakking. Mona. Good. The G Auntie says, Mom the Go was good, baby. I see this foolishness. Yep. Jay Will says, no, sir. That jacked up attitude shouldn't be tolerated anywhere, including this house.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let's see. Where we at? No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't, Jason. I was trying to read something like double at the same time. That's it. There we go. Umar understands. He just blames Adolph's men for it. Exactly. Yep. Theo says, so the women can act right here and get with the man. So they think African men gonna tolerate their shit. I ain't got no job. I'm smoking and posting.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Oh, Big Smooth said the Moroccan visitor's name is some form of the Nika according to the matchmaker's testimony.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And look, I'm finna go back and watch some of these damn episodes because these sisters trying to flex off like they just going over there and find better men. That shit ain't going right for them. So for the ladies out there that are mad at passport bros,
Wait, it gets worse.
Let's keep on going. So we're gonna get ready to wrap up. We're gonna hear from a couple of sisters, and then just got some parting words for the brothers. Let's go.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you're looking for a man, just know that the reason you can't find him, a black man specifically, is because he's in Colombia already.
That sound is terrible. I'm not going to do that to y'all. She's basically saying, matter of fact, it's up on the screen, so I'm going to turn the volume down and just let it play. She said, I've never seen so many black men in the airport. She's basically talking about how brothers are running through Cartagena. I really used to think passport bros were dusty. They love that word. Let's keep on going. But they come in all forms. I'm really speechless. This is a black woman from America now. She's basically going on, but there was so much air and I guess she was still at the airport getting ready to leave or come or whatever. But basically she was saying she never seen that many brothers, and if women in the States are looking for them, they already in Colombia. Basically it's a wrap for y'all. Let's keep on going to the next one.
If you watched my last video, I was speaking to the amount of black men that are currently in Cartagena. So
this is a different sister, I believe, but let's go.
No,
that was her. That was her before, and now she's clearing up what she said and why.
To be clear, what made this very interesting to me, and this is not my first time in Cartagena. However, my first time in Cartagena was during the pandemic, and so it just wasn't nearly as busy. So this was my first time experiencing Colombia, I think in a more realistic form of just what, the average flight consists of. And it was a extremely large amount of black men. And for reference, I'm a full-time travel content creator, which means I am traveling all around the world, often on flights all the time. And I can honestly say that it is very rare for me to see a large number of black men on a flight that I'm on. It is very, 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 very rare. So to arrive and have a flight full of men.
Now, I'm pausing it real quick. She's a full-time travel blogger. So she's saying how rare it is. Because guess what? A lot of black men have been going on vacations and stuff like that with their families or just not going at all. It's a lot of brothers that still helping and that'll push back against passport bros as well and be like, oh, man, why y'all niggas running overseas? You can't get no pussy here. You a clown, that. All this shit. They going to do the same clubs, the same shit, the same, man, I lay up with my girl and, they going to get all Mr. Smooth for the chicks here and have 2 or 3 side bitches. And everybody's going to be fine with it. God forbid that one brother actually wants one to himself and one only, and then gets a passport and goes overseas. So what she's saying is she rarely sees black men on these flights because guess what, brothers? We're not fucking traveling. as big and as more as this movement gets ready to go, Monarch Travel Entertainment is in here. I appreciate you. Where'd your comment go? I think I lost it. Hold on. Want to bring you up on the screen. Oh, y'all in here cooking. There we go. Low out of you too. Monarch Travel and Entertainment. I appreciate you being in here. But as brothers get these passports and start moving around, you're starting to notice how many men do push back against it. So the fact that she's saying now she's starting to see more and more black men, the right people are going. It's not just going to be the passport pookies. Once dudes actually start having conversations about business and going to different places in these other countries, you're going to see the uptick. It's not just about the women, but I'm going to let sis keep on cooking.
But also to see other flights full of men. And the customs line was crazy long. So when I say that there were black men everywhere, I literally mean there were black men everywhere. But what was the most jarring to me is the realization that I think there's a lot of discourse on the internet, and there's a lot of people that are like, oh, it's just dusties, it's just broke men, it's just men that other women wouldn't date. I saw lots of very attractive men. I saw lots of men who looked like they had means. They looked like they had their stuff together. They were dressed well, they had good luggage. Like, these were not men that you're just like, oh, girl, nobody wants them. And so for me, the video really just came from the actual shock of, oh, y'all really be outside with it. Y'all are really coming to Colombia, and this is the type of time that you're on. And I say that because I didn't just see men like, okay, cool, like you're going to Colombia with your homeboys. What was the most shocking to me as I was waiting for my Uber, there were women in club dresses picking up men, and the time was very much like, oh, you've been here before. But
pause it real quick. This one video, she is dispelling off of one trip, she is dispelling a lot of shit that's been said about the passport bros in a negative term. That they're fat, sloppy, thrown away, don't nobody want them, they're broke, they can't dress, everything under the sun. But I'm gonna let sis keep on cooking.
Your homeboy's first time, and she brought somebody for him. And that had me like, oh, okay. And, I see that there's a lot of commentary about what black women look like or people's shapes.
Pause and rewind it real quick because it's something she put up here at the top that I want to acknowledge. Also, for reference, Cartagena is not a place where people widely speak English. It is very rare outside of high-end hotels. This is true. I ran to some people that had, good broken English or whatnot. So the brothers that are going on a consistent basis, this is what I keep talking about. Download Duolingo, do whatever the fuck you need to do. Start learning pieces of the language. Common courtesy goes everywhere. Learn how to say thank you and please and excuse me and hello, good morning. Basic stuff, wherever the fuck you going, whether it's to a Spanish-speaking country or over in Asia somewhere. Start learning the basics. So if these brothers are going down here consistently, and she just said, hey, this isn't your first time, but it's your homeboy's first time. The guy that has been there multiple times, he's starting to learn and pick up on stuff if he's not actively trying to learn his damn self. So brothers aren't dumb. We're going down there. We're taking care of business. Yes, we're having fucking fun. The same, whatever the fuck you want to say about passport bros, I guarantee you we can say it times 10 for black women in Jamaica. But I'm going to keep on letting them cook.
A lot of commentary about what black women look like or people's shapes and sizes. And yes, like some of the Colombian women that I've seen are beautiful, and some of them are mid and some of them are not. And I think women all over the world look different ways and have different body types. And so it's super fascinating to me, the energy that is just rooted in, oh, well, the reason why black men are going to Colombia is because black women are not desirable. That's wild and egregious. Ain't nobody got time for that. But also, too, I will say, as a woman who's been in Colombia, I also feel like the energy of men here is just predatory. I was at dinner last night, and a table full of men came up to myself and the two
wait for it
girls that I was having dinner with, and the energy was very much like, "What's up with it? Come through. We got a boat tomorrow." And these weren't black men. These were men from.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Y'all caught that right. A lot of these guys can be predatory, but these weren't black men. The non-black men were running over there to the regular American black women that happened to be down there in Cartagena. I just had a discussion with a friend too. She was down there in Medellin, ran into a group of guys, like 8 dudes, and she was down there with her homegirl who's a black female, and I guess they kind of hit it off or whatever, and was like, "Oh, I would have never met you in the state. This nigga lived way the fuck up north. She lived way the fuck down here in Atlanta. Would have never met in the States." But bro was over there and told her the same shit I had been telling her, the same thing so many other black men are saying. We're tired. We have already done the work. A lot of us are divorced. A lot of us have raised children. We've raised somebody else's children. Now it's our turn. My homegirl just don't get it. She still thinks of love and, flowers and candy and all that good shit. And just don't understand why, black men and black women can't get along. But I keep telling her to look at the fucking landscape. And black men are actively making a choice and a decision, and black women in general across the board are not used to that in mass. And let it keep on going.
Mexico, men from North Carolina who were white men, and men from other parts of South America. And the energy was very much just like, we're here for a good time, not a long time. And I feel like, that is the energy of men traveling to Colombia. And what's even more interesting is that all the black men that I saw at the airport, I ain't seen none of them in the streets. And I would only assume that's because they laying down somewhere.
So she ain't seeing him wilding out in the streets. A lot of the shit that's been said negatively about passport bros, she wasn't seeing. I'm not done. I got the next one. I'm gonna go back to another video she did to follow up. Because she responded to somebody on TikTok. Let me get her auntie's comment. She says she's misinformed about brothers traveling. Brothers can meet women anywhere in the world because sisters acting a fool, thinking their brothers have to put up with their shit. They don't. 100. Yeah, auntie. So she was actually in support of the passport bros. I know you're at work and you're listening. You might have missed the beginning. But yeah, so she was in support. She was letting other sisters know, like, hey, everything y'all saying negative about these guys, I didn't see that on this flight, and I travel all the time. These brothers had their stuff together, and they were, as she put up on the screen, various amounts of fine. So she was in support of the brothers. Lady Leo says, so if the dude that visits our passport bros, what are we calling the men that move to another country? Just simply calling them expats, because that's what they are. I was saying it earlier, I think before you hopped in the chat, lady, that I had a homeboy who retired from the army, and now he's down in Panama. He has dual citizenship. So a lot of sisters gonna have to realize brothers ain't playing. We've talked long enough. Those like myself who have simped, like all of us have simped and fallen short of the glory of God. Like I said before, we're tired. We're making decisions. You know what? Not no more. I get to move on with my goddamn life. These women move on, and guess what? When they want to skip their happy asses on, after the soft girl era, after the rich auntie era, and decide they want to have that baby at the last minute before them eggs dry out for real, or they want to freeze their eggs and do whatever the fuck they want to do like that, in vitro, whatever the case, when these women make that decision, it's still some man supposed to come in on the back end and help you take care of that child, or at least give you some type of companionship. Brothers ain't going for that shit no more. We're tired of being cleanup men. Let me see. Mo says, I don't even care. Why worry about men who don't want your ass? I'm sick. I'm gonna stick with this engineer and nobody. Salute, sis. Let's see. Mo says, non-black men stay trying to run through all countries. Let me see. Big Smooth says, because you look good on the surface, but just another wind leaf. That's why you feel like you do about Colombian men. Not trying to be a right, surrounded by marriage-minded men. Like I said, women will skip overseas. They won't give, and that's why I played that Umar clip just then. I just threw that one in because he's breaking down, and these women understand that I take my ass overseas. Well, some of them understand it. I gotta switch it up. So if you can intentionally switch it up to go halfway across the world for a husband, you mean you can't act right here? So that lets us further know that you're doing this bullshit to a lot of brothers on purpose. God damn it, gotta give myself one.
Fuck you and your family, bitch!
That shit get me every time. But that's how I feel about them motherfuckers. So your ass understand that you're being a complete bitch here, but you'll go overseas and adjust. Or you'll go overseas and won't adjust because you think the world revolve around you, like that sister we just saw with that other passport sis fail. Let's keep on going. Monarch says he got a passport bro sale, 60% off all-inclusive packages to Cancun, Jamaica, and Punta Cana. Receive $1,500 in resort credit passport bro. Y'all make sure y'all go fuck with Monarch Travel. Let's see. Theo says learn basic greetings in the native language in whatever country you go to. Hello, thank you, please, have a nice day, etc., etc. Speaking to someone in their native tongue is how you win every time. God damn it, Theo. And you know this?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease! Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
And we know that from being in the military. I know a lot of people don't have that experience. That's why I'm telling you that shit here. Theo's a prior service member himself. He's a veteran himself, Air Force. And will tell you, even let's just say you're stationed in the States, the fact that America itself is a melting pot, you're going to be in there with people from overseas. You're going to be in the military with people that grew up in the Philippines, finally came to America and joined the military. So you're going to be able to learn these different phrases if you're open to it. You're going to meet people not only across the states, across the fucking world. If you stay in the military longer than a day, as we say. When your ass hit basic training, you're going to hear accents you ain't never heard, languages you never heard, cultures you never heard about, foods you never heard about. So Theo is right. I'm going to bring it back up one more time. Learn the basics in the native language in whatever country you go to. Hello, thank you, please, have a nice day, etc., etc. Speaking to someone in their native tongue is how you win every time. I keep telling y'all, learn the basics. Common courtesy goes across the board. Everyone smiles in the same language. I'm going to keep telling y'all that. Steven says, ADOS women really don't appreciate the fact that they have the most understanding and progressive demographic of men, i.e. ADOS men in the world, and other groups of women know this.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
That's probably the comment of the fucking day, Steve. On some real shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna star this shit. I gotta say that one for myself. Big Smooth says, but your ass wanna be a travel content creator. Hey man, let her move around. Let her move around, because I appreciate that damn video, because guess what? She see what the fuck it is. That shit caught her ass off guard. Now, she probably had the same ideas about some passport bros, so she took her ass to Cartagena and was like, what the fuck? These niggas are not fat, sloppy, thrown away. Don't nobody want them. Let's keep on going. Mo says, this is old news. As an Army brat, I grew up with all kinds of different black dads and Asian, Filipino, Latino moms. Yeah, it's not old news for a lot of people though, Mo. You'll be surprised. As much Army brat experience as I have, I've also been down here in the South for so long. The fact that somebody is of Spanish descent, you'll be surprised how many black people to this day still just call them Mexican. They don't understand Puerto Rican. I promise you. They don't understand Dominican, Colombian. They don't. Asia, everybody in Asia just Chinese. That's it. Filipino, Vietnamese is straight up ignorance. And I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but some people live such a sheltered life, boxed off in the fucking country. And then there's some people that are willfully, shout out to Theo again, willfully ignorant. When you don't want to learn shit. Not gonna get on the fucking rant. But yeah, Salty said we just call them expats. Let's see. Look.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Them buzzer beater babies. Oh shit. Look, Salty said, nope. Got you, bro. No. Oh, let's go. Let me keep on going. Some people aren't Some people aren't. I know I am. I be on my homeboys all the time. So I see it too, lady, that some brothers go down there and they don't adjust. But there's a lot to do. And guess what? The people that don't, they're going to weed themselves out. Let's go. Steve says, I suppose I was one of the original passport bros of the early millennial generation, but I'll be an official expat once I get back to Japan. My black ass is staying for good this time.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I ain't mad at you, Steve. I ain't mad at all, bro. And now I know I got a couch I can sleep on. So I'll be hitting you up. Mo says, yes, Theo, respect the culture. People trying to bring USA with them and get deleted.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Y'all gonna fuck around, man. I told you, common courtesy run everywhere, man. Be kind to people and keep your head on a swivel too. Yeah, at least the truth hit her in the delusion. Yep. Mo said they still doing that. I'm not sure what you mean, Mo. Mo said, dang, they were doing that back in the day too. I don't know. I might have missed something. My doctor is Laotian. Laotian. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know what you're saying. They're from Laos. Steve says, bruh, I've been telling folks for over a decade that my wife's Japanese, and they will still ask me about my Chinese.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm not laughing at your wife, but I can hear them motherfuckers. Man, your wife Chinese, right? No, motherfucker. Hey, god damn it.
Fuck you and your family, bitch!
That's for Steven to them people that keep asking about his Chinese wife, and that man that told you his wife Japanese. Let's get into these last couple of videos, y'all, and I gotta roll. But this is sis. She had a pivot video to the last video she just did about when she was leaving. Once she left the airport, then she did a clear video like, look, I'm telling y'all, these guys aren't these broke dusties that y'all keep saying they are. So somebody on TikTok asked her a question, so she's responding to this.
A lot of my followers saw my video about.
So it says, this TikToker, for the kicker for me was that while there, most men will not even acknowledge you. Like, bro, we know why you're here. You can still speak. Understand this, sisters, because I had to tell my homegirl this. So she was like, it was like a table of 8 guys, and they did, they really didn't talk to us, as black women. I had to tell her, we used to y'all. The fuck? He didn't go down there for a black American woman. If I'm gonna go down there and talk to a black woman, I am gonna talk to an Afro-Colombian, an Afro-Brazilian. I went down there for a purpose. I'm used to y'all. And even with her conversation, she was like, the guy was, he was so surprised that, I was so sweet and, da-da-da. I'm like, first of all, he meaning you on fucking vacation. So if you weren't gonna smash, at least he could say he had a good conversation. Now, maybe y'all kept in contact when you got back. That's cool too. When it come down to it, the bulk of the women that he has been around and what he's hearing and seeing is what got him down to Medellin in the first place. You simply went down there to visit a friend, because I had already told her, stay in your women, your passport cis spaces, your Mexico, your Jamaica, and sprinkle in Dubai. That's where y'all go. The men go to DR, Colombia, Brazil, Thailand, Philippines. Those are our spots we usually go to. You go where you're celebrated, correct? So I told her, first of all, your ass ain't had no goddamn business down there. But your homegirl was down there. She ain't had no business either. But she wanted to go travel and do what she wanted to do. So you were visiting her. And then you saw what the fuck I've been telling you for so long, live and in person your damn self. When she came back, my homegirl, she was talking like this lady on the screen. I think she goes by, I forgot who she is on TikTok. Calculated Opulence, I think it is. So salute to her, because we can give pushback all day, bro. We don't know. She didn't have to do the video. I'm going to say it like that. She didn't have to do the video and kind of expose the truth that all these brothers going down ain't broke and dusty and getting stuck with no money when they go these places. So she a solid one for that. She get a feather in her cap. I hope she realized that shit and don't become a rich auntie, so to speak, and sit her ass down when she get back to the States and try to get a man. But anyway, moving on. Let me let her cook real quick.
The passport bros in Colombia. And we're basically saying like, oh, when I was there, Black men wouldn't even acknowledge me. They wouldn't look in my general direction. They wouldn't speak at all. And I had a lot of followers saying that. That has not been my personal experience. Last night I went to dinner. I saw two guys. They both spoke. They were actually kind of like, moderately flirtatious. I've seen, some other men, and they've kind of like...
I got to pause it. I'm sorry. Theo says, Stephen Dunn was chatting with a chick online when I was stationed in Korea. She asked, do I speak Japanese, and how was the Chinese food?
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
A lot of my followers...
Don't be the ugly American. I'm going to pick it back up where Sister was leaving off. Don't be the ugly American. Listen, learn about something other than where you're at. Let's go.
And they've kind of like barely, it's very much giving like, girl, don't look too much. You don't need to see all this. But, it's been a mixed bag for me. I wouldn't say that every man that I've seen hasn't spoken, but I'm also going to be honest and say that for the number of men that I saw in the airport, and especially in a place like this, because it's small, the walled city is small, Hexamani is small, the weather's been bad, so I haven't done a boat trip yet. I'm sure there will be lots of people, doing boat trips. But for the amount of Black men that I saw in the airport, I have not seen a fraction of them in the street. And just so you understand how small it is, I was at dinner last night, and there was about 7 girls on my flight. They all were having dinner, at the table behind me. So it's very common to just be bumping into people. That was even my experience on my last trip. So, yeah.
Bring it back on me real quick. But the sisters are complaining about brothers not speaking to them, but I think I just broke that down on why. You went there for a different experience and get some of the culture too, because everybody want to chalk it up to the women. Let y'all know, you may not know this, women outnumber men in the world. Wherever we go, there's going to be women. Whether you're talking pay for play or just meeting a wife or girlfriend, somebody to date, everybody got one of these. Everybody got a cell phone. Matter of fact, Theo said something about Duolingo. Let me see where I'm at, Theo. Yeah, he says, you motivated me to get back on Duolingo. I used to do 30 minutes a day with Spanish, and I was picking that shit up like crazy, then stop. Bruh, I have a streak of 268 days of doing Duolingo for Spanish, and I'm picking it up slowly but surely. And yeah, man, get back on there. It helps. Talking to this chick from DR, her English was real good. I was like, well, how'd you learn? She was like, Duolingo. She's actually the one that put me on the Duolingo. She's like, Duolingo? I'm like, the fuck? And she was like, walk me through, get the app, blah, blah, blah. So I just flipped and did the Spanish. She was doing the English. But she was actually putting in the work, and her English was really good. Look, lady says, Chinese food, shaking my head. How ignorant. So, yep, use Duolingo. But let me keep going with this. So y'all heard sis, she was answering like people saying, oh, well, women saying, well, the guys, they weren't approaching us, they weren't beating us. He went to wherever for a different experience. We've talked to American women. No, we haven't talked to all American women, but it's interesting. Y'all love throwing that in our face. But every time you mention about a man, he's dusty. All of us are dusty when you want us to be. Ain't that crazy? You can label us general statements across the board. Y'all can say all the shit y'all want to about us, but when we talk about our personal experiences, we hate all women. Look, Kofa, it ain't all women. I hear that shit all the time. Never said it was all women. Matter of fact, I went out my way to make sure I said that it's not all women. It's not all Black women. But it's not good enough. But yeah, we getting ready to wrap up, y'all. I want to show this one where this sister had to stop herself, and then we got 2 more videos. So this one, and then one more. But let me show y'all this. Shout out to the Daily Wrap Up crew again.
You pay attention to the passport bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia,
Yes.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that
need them. Women that need them.
Women are raised to be wives. They learn everything from birth, from their father, from their mother, how to be a wife and how to support your man.
Women that need them.
It's not even women that need them. It's women that treat them with respect.
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't.
Stop. Look, stop yourself.
That's not true. You pay attention to
the shit, right? I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. You saw that she stopped herself. So you saying we don't treat y'all with respect?
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't.
Stop. Look, stop yourself.
That's not true.
Man, shout out to them.
Got it!
Shout out to the
Hotter
Daily
than
Rap
fish
people.
grease. Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
You see, sis, Brooke called it. You stopped yourself. You know you don't respect us. You know you disrespect. Even if you respect him, it's okay to disrespect him. As far as the black community is concerned. We know we've seen that time and time again. Now, all these real niggas and thugs and shit like that, they claim they respect, at least he a man and he do that, da, 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 da. They get disrespectful and loud with them crazy motherfuckers a lot of times too. Bruh, start opening up your options. Start opening up your options. Let's see. Let me see. Salty says, same here with Japanese. My hospital Spanish. My hospital Spanish is on life support. Let me see. Theo says, true story. I was dumbfounded. Don't be the ugly American like Kofa said. Yes, big fact.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Mona says they don't want to see y'all crazy asses in another country. They want a new dish to try. They sick of y'all.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Yes, we do, Mona. Like Duolingo, yep. Y'all make sure y'all use that, man. Use these apps that are free to y'all, man. You got a computer in your pocket. Oh, I'm sorry, Mona. Broke and dusty. I gotta get it right.
You go, girl.
We broke and dusty. She knows many American women aren't raised to be wives. They know that shit. And they aren't raised to respect men. That's why she stopped herself. That's why she stopped herself. So you saying that, child, yeah, look away. Look away. But yeah, definitely don't be the ugly American. And we are going there for a different experience, man. I remember the first time I went to DR, I was like, man, why so many women on the plane? And then when we got back on the plane coming back, all these chicks, I'm like, man, look at these lazy ass bitches down here. You know, they getting wheeled in a wheelchair. They acting like something wrong with them. It wasn't until a week later I had a damn epiphany and was like, oh shit, these bitches went down there for goddamn BBLs.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I did not realize it at the time. Like, these lazy ass heifers having these people push them in damn wheelchairs. And I swear to God, it was like a week from when the plane landed. When I got back, I'm doing something on the computer and something came across my timeline and I was like, oh, they went down there for them goddamn BBLs, but regular shitting on brothers because we want to go enjoy ourselves. Man, get the fuck on. But last video today, y'all, I got to leave the brothers with something positive, something to chew on, something to think about over the weekend. Real quick, real short, but let's go.
Men nowadays need to be selectively selfish. You've seen the 5 regrets of the dying, right? That study, where it was actually an Australian nurse. She interviewed hundreds of men on their deathbed. And there were 5 key regrets. I'd recommend everyone Google that, the 5 regrets of the dying. The number 1 regret that they saw in pretty much every man who'd worked hard was, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to what I wanted, as opposed to a life of what others expected.
Wow. I wish I lived a life true to what I wanted. This is men on their deathbed. I wish I lived a life true to what I wanted versus what I lived from what everybody else expected of me. We are killing shit at duty. Many men out here, whether he got a lot of money or not, the whole meme that goes online, I know y'all have seen it. Daddy is tired. Daddy is hurt. Daddy is blah, blah, blah. But daddy won't give up. Daddy won't quit. I know y'all done seen that meme. It's so many men out here taking care of their duty. But listen to what they're saying about these brothers, these men that are on their deathbed. And this is probably going to span race. So it goes across the board for men in general.
And how do you mitigate that? You be selectively selfish. You say, I'm still going to be a good dad, still going to be a good husband, still going to take care of my people. But guess what? Once every 3 months, once every 6 months, I'm going on an epic adventure with my lads where I'm not answering my emails and everyone can sort themselves out. We're going motorbiking through, Latin America. Going and doing those far-out adventures that we're meant to do with men, I think is key. And also, I see a lot of men when they get married, their fitness is out the door.
Yeah.
I know one guy who actually passed the SAS Carter course. It was an absolute weapon of a man. He then got married. Now he's certifiably obese.
I know the sound was kind of off, but I want to run it back because I want everybody to know where to look this up because I got to go Google it. It might turn into a show, but I'm run it back real quick.
Men nowadays need to be selectively selfish. You've seen the 5 regrets of the dying, right?
The 5 regrets of the dying. Don't forget that. Y'all go Google that. I guess it's a book or something. I got to go look it up myself. But the 5 regrets of the dying. And one of the main ones was men saying that they wish they had lived a fuller life doing the things they deemed were important.
Study where it was actually an Australian nurse. She interviewed hundreds of men on their deathbed. And there were 5 key regrets. I'd recommend everyone Google that, the 5 regrets of the dying. The number 1 regret that they saw in pretty much every man who'd worked hard was, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to what I wanted, as opposed to a life of what others expected.
Wow.
And how do you mitigate that? You be selectively selfish. You say, I'm still going to be a good dad, still going to be a good husband, still going to take care of my people. But guess what? Once every 3 months, once every 6 months, I'm going on an epic adventure with my lads where I'm not answering my emails and everyone can sort themselves out. We're going motorbiking through, Latin America. Going and doing those far-out adventures that we're meant to do with men, I think is key. And also, I see a lot of men when they get married, their fitness is out the door.
Yeah.
I know one guy who actually passed the SAS Carter course. It was an absolute weapon of a man. He then got married. Now he's certifiably obese.
Bring it back on me. For those that didn't catch that end, I know Theo or any other veterans know, the guy was saying he had a friend that passed the SAS course. That's, I forgot, I want to say it's the British Special Forces. He said he was a weapon of a man, then he got married, and now he's certifiably obese. Take care of yourself, brothers. Do the things that you deem are important to bring you joy, to bring you peace. I tell people all the time, I've already checked the block on being a father. You're not going to shame me into being a stepfather. I've already been a stepfather as well. I've mentored. I've done a lot of things. Now it's Kofa's time. I don't want to have those 5 regrets. Whatever they are, I'm getting ready to go try to find it and read it. I don't want to have those regrets laying on my deathbed. Because I told y'all, as black men, our life expectancy has gone down to 66. I really pray that the Passport Bros, this manosphere space information that we're getting helps us get in better shape mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually across the board, and that our life expectancy can then go up, because a lot of this stuff is due to stress. Simple and plain. Can't argue with that. Can't say anything different. A lot of the shit that we're dealing with is due to stress. Let me slide over here to the comments real quick. I think we got caught up Mo. Yep. Jay Will says, facts. When I was with my baby mama, she had me eating out, not working out, getting fat and out of shape. We split, and now I'm almost back to optimal shape, especially for my age. I can respect that, bro. I'm trying to get there.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Slowly and surely myself, because guess what? I had a teenage daughter, so I was on the run. So I understand when single mothers are saying they're on the run and, they feeding these kids as fast, but I cooked as well. But just constantly on the run, making sure that my daughter was good. I started losing track of myself. Now she's an adult. I'm getting back into that rhythm of being full on Kofa. This is why y'all have Growth Talk. This is why I started the business. Like I said, I'm not having any more kids. I ain't got to worry about any more slip ups. I done got snipped. The supposed baby mama, she claimed she had a deletion. I told y'all that story about, my last crazy ex or whatever. I'm done with that shit, bro. I'm done with that shit. It's about me and helping other men build themselves and not make the fucked up decisions I made, because I survived. It's so many other brothers that didn't. So when they talking about these rich aunties, bring it back on topic. When they talk about being these rich aunties, let them go do their thing. Don't feel bad, because these same women are going to be crying when something crazy happens. And the first shit that's going to be said is, why aren't black men protecting black women? You told us you don't want a covering. This is why I put this shit out here. because they're putting it out there themselves, but I want to put a male's voice on it to say, see, remember when, because they'll go back and delete shit. They'll act like they never posted it. They'll come back and lie and be like, oh, I was going through something at the time. I really didn't mean it. No, we're going to go ahead and cut that shit off at the knees now. I'm going to go ahead and put that stamp on it early. Bitch, we see you. Give it to the comment. There says, I feel what he was saying. Yes, that was fire. That was true. I got to go look that shit up. Jay Will says, now I need to start making time for me, do things I would like to do every now and then. You got to, bro. You got to. Again, that's why I enjoy doing this shit. That's why I'm here. Again, I told y'all I'm working on the books and everything else. Kofa, can you do a live 5 regrets? I'm gonna go Google it, bro. It might turn into a live, bro. And I owe you and JC a call. I'm gonna hit you up too, Derek, in a little while. Yeah, no more kids for you, bro. Go get snipped, dog. Go get snipped. Mo says 100. Mona says 100. Appreciate y'all always being in here. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We are actually at 2.5 hours on the dot, y'all. So I think we got enough information tonight. Let me go back over what we talked about. We talked about these rich aunties. We looked at the numbers that showed where's the rich. Notice how they're talking about rich doesn't mean they have to be wealthy and money. I want y'all to keep the same motherfucking energy when it comes down to black men that aren't making over 6 figures. But we know you're not going to do that, which is another reason why I played the video, so we can listen to y'all lie. That's why I call it the Rich Auntie Lies. They claiming that men can't hack it, but you just saw the sister talking about passport bros being overseas, the solid ones. Everybody want to highlight those onesie-twosie dumbass dudes that get stuck over there because they go over there without any money in the first damn place, or they go over there on some passport pookie shit. They got it. We got a name for them in the passport bro, blue book gentleman, passport bro adjacent space. We call them passport pookies. Those motherfuckers don't count, but women want to focus on those. But we saw the sister dispel that myth by her own experience of being a travel blogger and having had experience going to these different places. So they're claiming men can't hack it. Also a lie. What's my other note? Again, Rich Auntie, they want to remix rich for them. Now all of a sudden they're rich in spirit, they're rich in joy, they're rich in all the feels. Black men don't get to do that. We have to be rich and rich. We have to have finances and property and everything. Work on that shit, bro. Build that shit up. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. It's on you to go do the research, because I'm still researching it. Went to a cigar bar. There is a wealthy white man in there. He damn near looked fucking homeless. He flips Rolexes. Find you a low price Rolex, about $5,000, $7,000. Buy that bitch. Hold on to it for about 2 years. In about 2 years, it's gonna be worth $25,000. You know why? Because Rolexes, I didn't know this until I had that conversation. They don't lose their fucking value because they only make so many of them. I did not know that shit. So let's say they come out with 10. That means it's only 10 in the world. You get a hold of one of those 10 in the beginning and hold on to it. It's a nice investment. And the guy told me he was 27. He bought him a Rolex just because it's a Rolex. I want a Rolex. They had some extra money at the time. About 33, he realized, oh shit, it's worth blah, blah, blah. So he bought another one, held on to that one, and basically just started flipping them. Where there's a lot of research that goes into it, I'm still doing the research myself because I just had this conversation maybe a week or two ago. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm working on personally, and if I can, kind of help y'all, and it's not going to hurt my business or my partners that I plan on going in business with, I'm gonna share the information with y'all. But we need to have a think tank as well. I'm working on all that. I promise you, it's coming. It may not be until next year, but we got to do something where we keep building on top, that we keep it running. It can't just be all talk. But I wanted to leave that little tidbit. Make sure y'all go Google, because I'm about to go do it. The 5 Regrets of the Dying. I appreciate everybody being in here today. Again, this is Growth Talk Podcast. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. This is where we help men find a positive fuck it. I'm your host, Kofa, Kofa, not coffee, not Kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa, easy to say, easy to spell. As always, brothers, remember, you matter, you're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace.